What will we do with a drunken sailor? What will we do with a drunken sailor? What will we do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning, way hey, and up she rises. Way hey, and up she rises. Way hey, and up she rises. Early in the morning, shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Early in the morning, way hey, and up she rises. Way hey, and up she rises. Way hey, and up she rises. Early in the morning. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Early in the morning, way hey, and up she rises. Way hey, and up she rises. Way hey, and up she rises. Early in the morning, stick him in the scupper with a hose pipe on him. Stick him in the scupper with a hose pipe on him. Stick him in the scupper with a hose pipe on him. Early in the morning, way hey, and up she rises. Way hey, and up she rises. Way hey, and up she rises. Early in the morning. Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter. Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter. Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter. Early in the morning, way hey, and up she rises. Way hey, and up she rises. Way hey, and up she rises. Early in the morning. That's what we do with a drunken sailor. That's what we do with a drunken sailor. That's what we do with a drunken sailor. Early in the morning, way hey, and up she rises. Way hey, and up she rises. Way hey, and up she rises. Early in the morning.
Hey chap, how is everyone today?
Early in the morning. In the morning.
Ah, dear me. I love that song. We do need to record a new one. We do need to get something new in. Oh, so. It's Sunday. And we're back. I hope everyone's enjoyed their weekend so far. Let's bring over to this. Boop. Ah, hello. What's new? So today we're on the ginger ale and of course the mighty Kraken. Cheers, everyone. Ah. Let's get straight into things.
A rogue of talent is always welcome among us.
20 months
And from
resub,
what I have
Lucius.
heard,
No,
you are
kill me,
skilled
please.
indeed.
I mean, that depends, buddy. That depends. We shall see what happens this episode, shall we not? We just ate the most delicious cheese ravioli with pomodoro sauce. I'm not sure what that is, Ali, but I'm on board. I want some. Pretty good. It sounds it. Get pictures up in the food porn channel. I'd be intrigued if you haven't already. So, Frank hides from the yes. Oh, Frankie boy. It's going to be an interesting session, everyone. All right, let's bring people in. Hello.
Hiya.
How are we all?
Good. A new waistcoat.
It is a new waistcoat.
That's fancy. Okay.
It is. It's like a sort of brown leathered, ruffled, and it's yeah. I mean, I'm expanding out the wardrobe. We've got some. I need something to put this thing in. Oh, Look at that. If this is not a work of art, chat, I don't know what is.
He's been playing with it all week in Discord.
I have
Fucking
been playing with it
2-year-old.
all week. I am. It's good fun. I just need some little like snappers for it. I have got a holster coming, Enders. I have got like a sort of a bandolier style where it can sit. But so immediately we've got inspiration from Enders to Frank, and inspiration from Ale to Booga.
Thanks, Ale.
Thanks,
Mitch.
Enders.
Mitch, would you be kind enough to recap last episode?
No, I wouldn't be, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Good. Crack on.
So, last week we sailed away from what we left behind, the old ship, and the Revenant and his band of merry ghouls, and started heading towards Highport. Did some whaling along the way. That went really well. Hazel fired a cannon for the first time. She's really, really proud of herself.
It was great.
Yeah, she got a gold star for that. That's a whole another thing. She has a behavior chart now. Gets stars when she's a good little girl. I think that's about it until we actually got to Highport, right?
Yes. So as I say, you managed to escape from the Revenant. That's from the treasure that you stole from him. Captured a whale. Go on.
Collected a whole bunch of kelp to sell off. And
Barnacles.
and a barnacle. Oh yeah. Hazel and some of the crew were cleaning barnacles off the ship, and Hazel got skewered by a giant barnacle.
Massive one.
I mean, you're a halfling, so massive is relative. And then we got into Highport, and the shit hitteth the fanneth.
A rogue of
As
talent is
goons
always welcome
of
among us.
Captain Orlais
And from what I have
were lying
heard,
in wait
you are
for us
skilled
to get
indeed.
caught. And no, they didn't attack us. We totally attacked them. Never mind.
Yes,
A rogue
yes.
of talent is always welcome
one of the
among
Odalesques,
us.
which is
And
one
from
of
what I have heard,
Claudia
you are
Orlais'
skilled indeed.
lieutenants, was
Mhm.
leaving the dockmaster's building when you arrived, having fought off a few of her lackeys. You then engaged in combat and came out victorious.
Just. There was a little bit of a hiccup with a finger of death and Frank, and he might or might not have nearly died and is currently
A
unconscious.
rogue of
lying
talent
on
is
concrete.
always welcome among us.
Don't want to
And from what
talk
I have
about it.
heard, you are skilled indeed.
So yes, as the as Orlais' lieutenant was cut down in her last moments, she did indeed bring Frank low with a finger of death. A horrific spell that most people don't want to be on the receiving end of, but alas, Frank fell to the ground, unconscious.
Wait, what kind of person would want to be on the receiving end of figure of death?
I mean, anyone who's not you, potentially.
I mean, would you say she finger popped his asshole?
She completely finger pops Frank into the ground. Very quickly, I'm just going to dive in. Ed, thank you for those 2 years. Holy shit, 2 years. Oh, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And Callie, 10 months, 2 resubs, Brill. And finally, Jump. Thank you very much for that gifted sub to Blue Tiggy. Hello, Blue. How are you? It's been a while. You're keeping well. So, yeah, something about Booger being charmed. Does he want to, reiterate on that?
Did Booger get chopped?
No, Booger did not get charmed.
I remember Bugger being really, really angry that there were vampire ladies kicking about and him smashing 2 of them into oblivion.
Yeah, Booger flew into a fire or a mindless rage and busted down the door and just went ham on whatever was in front of him.
Yeah. And I think that pretty much. Sorry, go
Yeah,
on.
it was a pretty large fight, like 2 stages. Like
Yeah.
first the crew and then the big bad lady, who probably should have
Wasn't as big bad as you thought.
No.
Strange what a couple of levels does to you.
Solution, I just want to point out that it looks like you're drinking dirty dishwater.
It basically is dirty dishwater. Right? It's Jamaican ginger beer or ginger ale with Kraken. So yeah, it looks like fucking sewage water.
That
It's
dark
grim.
rum with the ginger beer looks awful.
It looks awful, but it tastes divine. Mm. It looks like shit, but yeah, honestly, this is tasty as fuck.
Just put a little blue food coloring in it. It'll
Yeah,
be fine.
if I had
Dang it,
some
Caesar.
sneeze tiggy, I would. I'd pull a jump and make some sort of weird concoction, but you know.
Half a fucking bottle of food coloring in it.
See, Moody knows taste is all that matters. So you know, and in some respects, you know, it sort of gives off the pirate vibe if I'm drinking something that looks like fucking filthy ocean water, dragged up from the bottom of the deep.
Arvid put that together for you.
This is an Arvid special, chat. That's exactly what it is.
Is it
No, it's not, because it tastes better than anything Arvid would make. So, is there anything else that you want to add? You know, did you get anything at the end of last episode?
No, not yet.
No.
They don't know yet. Wait.
All right, go ahead. Carry on then. Carry on.
Carrying on from where we left off.
Yeah, I mean,
Are we spilling all of the beans?
I mean, it's the start of the stream. So, do you want to? Do you want to tell chat, or do you want to hold it back for a bit?
Did you deserve it? Have you earned it, chat?
I don't think they're ready for this journey.
I don't think they're ready for it.
No.
Yeah, but the level of hype in here is abysmal.
It's Sneezer's always ready.
Yeah.
Always ready. Well, no, she's one step away from begging, guys. Are you gonna allow that?
Oh no. Okay, at the end of last session, we all reached the grand old heights of level 6.
Every other D&D stream's like, yeah, we're level 12, level 13. You're like, yeah, we got level 6.
Level 6 after how many sessions?
Oh, I mean, we're 18 sessions in. You're level 6. I think that's fair. I'm not. No, I'm stingy as fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
We were very excited.
We were very excited.
Mistakes have been made, Chad. I advanced them a level.
And now we have unlimited power.
There was a hype train. Look at that. See? Look, boom. Hype train finished. There was your hype. What more do you want? All right. Let's bring everyone over to where we ended last session. Oh, God, every single time. Every time. Okay. So, we last left off with the crew defeating the Odalisque, the lieutenant of the Dread Pirate, Captain Claudia Orlais. Frank was laid low as the vampire met its end, and you all managed to gather around him and stabilize him from being completely dead. The issue being now that your one and only healer of the party is in a world of pain. Oh, Brutus, any sort of athletics check going forward then is a critical success or a critical fail. All right, Brutus, I like it.
Okay.
I like it. Over to you, boys and girls.
Mitch is going to stand up, wipe the blood, snot, and tears off his face with his broken hand, and go over there and just look at Hazel. Hazel, can you just look after Frank for me? Make sure he's comfortable. While me and the captain and Bugger, are you in state to talk?
Yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
I mean talk, because I see the hammer in your hand, and
I mean, I can talk with this. It says a lot, I promise.
fair enough.
Hazel's gonna move closer to Frank to take care of him, to rub his hand.
Roll me a quick medicine check. Why not?
No, here comes the crit chat.
Natural one.
All right, where is that under? Oh, it's under
Skills.
skills. Okay.
Yeah.
Frank's already got inspiration sneeze. But we can either hold on to it or Booger's already got inspiration. 18. So as Hazel rubs Frank's hand, he seems to respond only briefly to the touch.
Oh, he's moving. I did it.
You touched his. Just make sure he's still breathing, can you?
I'll keep rubbing this hand. It's working.
So Hazel there, rubbing this hand. It gets more and more intense as it goes on.
Mitch starts walking away. Well, if it's stupid but it works, it ain't stupid, I guess.
All right.
Blackburn, by the way, you've got a part of the ship, part of the crew from Frank.
And
It is Blackburn.
yeah, Blackburn.
Yeah.
If spoiler alert, Arvid will be in it at some point, Blackburn, but you have to wait and see. So, Booger Mitch, as you ascend up the stairs, the doors by this point are smashed wide open from Booger's earlier entrance. And as you peer into what appears to be a tavern part, a small sort of drinking parlour of the dockhouse, the scene is that of absolute carnage. Various bodies are splayed across the tables, blood splurted over the tables, the chairs, the floor. And there seems to be a barkeep and two other patrons who are in the back, just pale as a sheet.
I pause when I see the viscera and just fucking death. And before I do anything, I kind of stop myself, center myself, and use wholeness of body.
Okay. So you regain 18 hit points. Did you need that by any chance?
Maybe. I might have been in shit state picking a fight with a vampire.
Okay.
Booger leans over to Mitch. Mitch, you better take the lead on this one. I'm kind of on edge. I might. You better talk this one out.
Yeah. I just want you to look. And...
I got your back. I got you.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm gonna slowly advance, looking around the corner as I go. And be
You
like,
are... Oh, sorry, go on.
I was gonna be like, what the fuck happened here?
So obviously, stepping into the small tavern, you are assailed with the smell of death. The metallic scent of blood immediately tickling your nostrils, and the barkeep's just stood behind the counter, just constantly wiping this glass with a cloth, repeatedly, and he casts a glance over to Mitch. Well, welcome to Hightown. Can I get you all a drink because I fucking need one?
What the fuck happened here? And yes.
All right then. And with that, he reaches under the counter and, with shaking hands, slams 2 tankards down and then just haphazardly pours the contents of a bottle into both of them. Look, I don't want no trouble. I mean, I've just seen what happened outside, and that crazy woman came in here demanding something about a harlot's virtue if we'd seen anything. And I said, you need to speak to the dockmaster about that. And then she just started fucking butchering people.
Yeah, you gotta be careful of those people.
Aye.
What?
The ship made port yesterday in the early hours of the morning while it was still dark. And
That big frigate down the bay?
that'd be the one. That's the one. There's Wolf.
Okay.
Mitch.
Yeah.
Healer?
Yeah. We need a healer. Bad. One of ours is in a bad way, and most of us aren't much further behind him.
No. Oh, fucking hell. Oi, Junior. And you see a small man pop up from behind the counter. What's up, boss? What's up? No, they need a healer. Do you know if Durson's still around? The little man behind the counter, who's now shaking pale, looks towards Mitch and Booger. I think so. I think he's still down in his little hovel down on the coast. But I mean, that's all. That's the only person who's a physician in the
A
town.
rogue of talent is always welcome among us. And from what I have heard,
Could
you are
you
skilled
go
indeed.
fetch him for us?
I mean, I'm not sure about it. Look, it's quite a walk. I can't fetch him because it's quite a way. But if you can, grab and follow me, I'll lead you to him. And with that, the barkeep just takes, he fills a tankard up and begins to down the rest, absolutely pale. If those crew from down Durson's were here, then this wouldn't have happened. They would have easily fought off those absolute bastards. That red bitch in the fucking top hat. Gods be damned.
Yeah, well, she won't be a fucking problem anymore.
Oh, what do you mean? Is she? And he, the barkeep sort of leans over and looks towards outside.
No, she is now a very ugly stain on the cobblestones outside.
Oh, well, in that case, then, those 2 ales, they're on me, mate. They're on me.
Yeah. Do you need us to do anything as we head off? You want us to get in touch with this Durson, or what? Can you send a runner or something?
The little guy chimes in. Well, I think we can take. I can show you down to Durson's shack. They say he's the port physician. He's been around here a while. He's worked on ships, helping people. So I'm pretty certain that he'll help you. But you're gonna have to come with me, and we're gonna have to head down because by the time I get there, but if he's not there, then who knows? It'd be better off if we start running.
Run. Have you seen, my friend, that we're gonna have to carry?
Oh, well, there you go. Then you can carry him. That'll be fine. Yeah, the little guy just nods, takes his hat off, and begins to walk towards the door.
Bugger, I'm gonna need your help with this, yeah?
Yeah, I got you, mate. We won't take that fucking armor off of him. Be easier to carry.
Yeah. And with that, I fucking down the pint that was on the bar for me and be like, cheers, mate.
Frank starts coughing and says to Hazel, Help me to my feet.
Gus, my hand rubbing worked. I'm getting him on his feet.
Whoa, big fella.
Oh, well, welcome back, Frank. Just imagine if she'd have rubbed something else.
Frank slowly gets to his feet, his entire body shaking with the effort.
Booger leans in and gives him support.
Frank attempts to use lay on hands on himself.
Frank, what happens?
Frank tries to summon the power to perform lay on hands, places his hands on his chest, and nothing happens. No light, no healing, no connection to his god.
Mitch just stares dumbfounded at what? What happened?
My powers. I haven't got my powers.
Hazel grabs his hand. It's like, I got this, and starts rubbing his hand again.
Sorry, to carry on.
I think I need a doctor.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. Can you walk?
With help.
Alright.
I'll walk.
All right. Gives you your arm then, and he put his arm around his shoulder and help him along. How are they, Lynn? We'll go see this fella.
Yeah, all right. Well, if it just took, it's a bit of a walk. It's going to take us about 10 minutes to get down into the main town, but I'm pretty certain Durston will be able to help out. He's a good lad. He's good. I mean, he's a bit of an old geezer, mind you, but you know, he's been in our town for quite a while now.
All right, then lead the way. It's fucking sooner we get there, the sooner we get the Frank looked at, eh?
Yeah, of course. So the party begin to leave the Dockmaster's quarters. Let me bring this in for a second, just as something to have a gander at. There we go. It takes a while. Normally what would have been a 10-minute walk at a brisk pace takes you all nearly 15-20 minutes due to helping Frank along. And as you begin to make your way through the ramshackle town, bear in mind a lot of the buildings are like old ships that have been repurposed into living quarters. There's a few huts scattered around, and as you begin to make your way further into town, the streets become narrower and narrower, making it even more difficult to support Frank. The guy chimes up. So, what was happening with you and that sort of that red-hatted lass? What's the story behind it?
She's a fucking vampire, and she serves a fucking vampire.
Oh, hang on a minute. Vampires can't come out in the sun. You're having me on. You're pulling me leg.
Did you notice how covered up she was, except for them titties? She must have had some oil or something on them boobies.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Before she started murdering and slitting throats, I may have had a bit of an ogle. Aye.
Well, she was covered up, and as soon as she wasn't covered up, she burned the fuck up.
Yeah,
you noticed the black stain of ash and fucking ichor, yeah?
Oh, was that the remains of her? Oh, bloody hell, that was... it's quite a number that you did on her then.
Yeah. I lost my cool for a second there, eh?
Yeah, so what's the story then? Why is this sort of vampire red bitch thing like chasing you down? What, Because she was like looking for some sort of, I don't know, some wench like Arlet. What was it now? Arlet's chastity. No.
Hey, yeah, listen, fella. Let's just say we crossed them, but evil don't need a reason to be goddamn evil. However, our business is our own. We'd appreciate hurrying us along. Our buddy here is pretty fucked up.
Oh, I mean, you know, I'm taking you as quick as I can, but... And the guide motions over to Frank. We can only go as quick as he's walking now, can't we?
But we can run a whole lot quicker if you stop running that mouth.
Don't mind him. He's just in a bad mood.
I mean, it seems to be like a little short guy who's got, you know, got anger issues, but yeah, that's fine. You know, you've all got your story. Are you still helping Frank along at the minute?
Yeah.
Okay. The streets again, you know, now are quite narrow, and you've got. So who's helping? Which of you are helping Frank at the moment?
Booger's on one side, Mitch is on the other side.
Okay.
And Hazel is still holding his hand.
You eventually get to towards the coast, and the alley's only wide enough for, you know, one person to squeeze through. You have, you know, sort of Mitch in front, Booger behind, and then Hazel just clawing right up beside Frank with this handheld. Hang on, if just mind your step. These the cobbles become a bit slippy here because sometimes when the tide comes in, it makes these cobbles all slippy and shit. I need all of you to roll me.
You
Hazel,
motherfucker.
Hazel, Booger, Frank, Mitch. You can thank Brutus for this. Roll me a 1d2.
Fuck my ass.
So, as you begin to make your way through this tight alley with various moss-covered cobblestones, you know, the various seaweed that's been brought to shores, just scattered all across. Booger being in front. He does have
I thought
advantage.
Booger was at the. I thought Mitch was in the front.
Oh, you're right. No, sorry, yeah. So Booger being behind. You know, the Mitch with Hazel in front, then Frank, then Booger. So, in fact, I'm going to let you all describe what happens next. You do, Jump. I keep saying it's Hazel. What happens?
Well, we're squeezed up in this tight ass alley. Only fits one person. Booger shuffling along on the backside of Frank. Steps on a rounded ass cobblestone and immediately falls and busts his ass and pulls Frank down on top of him.
Hazel, who's in front of all of this, still holding on to Frank's hand, is trying to pull him up the cobblestones to safety.
Can we all just stay on our fucking feet?
Mitch! Frank, your goddamn armor is heavy as shit! And I think I fucking fell in some dog shit. Can we get Frank out? Let's get the fuck out of here.
Aye, all right. Mitch comes in and starts hoisting Frank up by his arm and like on his shoulder, and he's like, "Come on, you fucking Frank! Jesus Christ, what are you eating?"
Before this happens, Frank, Booger, roll me a dexterity saving throw quick.
The buttons aren't there.
Ah, they're not there. Bear with me. Let me throw your characters on. There you go.
What did you want?
Dexterity saving throw.
You fucking bitch.
God damn it! So
That's a natural 20, yo.
with Frank landing on top of Booger, Frank gets off scot-free. But with the weight of Frank's armor and the awkward angle of trying to get Frank on top of him to keep him safe. Booger. In fact, I'll roll it in public. Oh, you take 4 points of damage. You end up twisting your arm at an unnatural angle, and you hear a slight crunch, a snap, almost as if the bone itself is not completely broken, but definitely cracked.
Ah, fuck, Frank! I think your fat ass broke my arm. God damn it! Can we get to the healer? I need to split for this bitch.
Jesus Christ.
The guide looks at this scene. Well, I mean, if you're down rolling around on the floor, then the surgeon's hut is just a little bit further on. You know, we're nearly there. It's just he points down the alley. It's just over there, look.
We're coming. Come on, Frank. Bugger. Get up.
Yeah.
On this chap. Okay, so as you begin to make your way down, you eventually get close to the coast, and the tight alley opens up into a small cul-de-sac with various shacks dotted around, and what appears to be a wreckage of a ship that's half sunk on the coast in front of you. And what we'll do, I'll bring you all into this.
Ooh.
As you step into the cul-de-sac, you see various figures. It seems to be a bald-headed dwarven lady on guard outside of a small shack, her sort of spear planted into the ground, and she casts a weary glance towards the party. The guide just raises a hand and looks to the party. Now, hang on a minute, I've got this. They can be quite unsociable if they don't know you, so just leave it to me.
Okay.
Barker
Hazel,
looks around.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, go on, Hazel.
I was gonna say Hazel goes over to Booger because she's got this newfound healing powers, and asks him if she can rub his wrist.
No, my arm's fucking hurt. I don't want you hurting it more.
I can heal it, and then you can give me a star.
I mean, she's only wanting to do you a little favor, Booger. You know, she just wants to rub you, give it a little kiss better.
Barker smirks with a massive shit-eating grin.
Yeah, sure, Hazel. Come on over here and rub my wrist. We're fine.
Hazel, roll me.
Are you gonna rub my wrist?
I'm gonna rub it. Hand it over.
Roll me a medicine check.
Okay.
Does it feel better?
I mean, a little bit. Actually, well, hold on. While Hazel's rubbing Booger's wrist, he pretends to trip back into Barca and rubs his shit-stained trousers all over him.
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
With advantage. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Shit!
It's enough. Barker's there, you know.
Well, hang on.
As Booger's shit-stained boot.
Ass.
As Booger, sort of thrusts his arse backwards and lays this filth imprint of two cheeks directly on Barker's crotch.
Oh, for God's be damned, Booger. You've got shit all over me crotch.
Oh, God. Oh, sorry, Cat. She pushed up against me and I lost my footing. You know, it happened in the alley. It does happen.
Barker.
No, this ain't gonna come out for weeks now. Bugger.
You know, I heard this exact same conversation in a brothel once.
You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth, Mitch.
Barker takes out a rag and just begins to rub down his crotch to get rid of this filth that's been imprinted on it.
Good job, Hazel. Gold star. Thank you.
You're not wrong, Lee.
Yes, I get a star.
Shit, I put you in charge of stars now, didn't I? Oh,
I can't.
fuck.
If anyone's good at artistic stuff, if I ever see, a bit of fan art of Booger twerking on Barker's crotch, I would appreciate it. Just saying.
Be sure to include the dog shit stain.
Yeah. The the guy chimes up. Well, if we're sort of finished rubbing ourselves on each other, then I'm just gonna have to. I'm gonna go and have a chat with Durson, with the doc, and see if he's all right. Because again, the rest of his crew can be quite touchy at times.
Go ahead, little man. You got this.
Frank starts coughing and swaying on his feet.
The guide steps into the small hut to your left. The dwarven guard just glares at him as he walks by. Look, sweetheart, I've got nothing. I just need to see the doctor. It's just these guys need some help. One of them's a little bit hurt. And with that, he slips in. As you look around, you see a number of people. One of them seems to be a woman with a mask on. Again, the aura they give off is that of, almost landlocked pirates, those who have previously been out at sea. The various mishmash of equipment. The dwarven lass wearing very little clothes apart from enough to cover the sort of her main vitals, turns her attention to the party. So now, you folks, who are you? What you doing here?
Just some weary sailors looking for a doctor.
Ah. Your friend certainly looks to be in a bit of a state there. And she raises her spear and points it towards Frank.
Run in with a less than savoury woman.
Aye, well, I know that feeling. Oh, well, again, as long as you don't cause us any trouble, then, well, we'll have no trouble with you.
Fair, it's fair. Why we're chit-chatting? You seen much of the crew of that ship that came in last night?
The various members look around and cast a glance down the harbour. One of the orcs at the back steps forward. He's sort of there, leaning on one of the banisters, sharpening his sword.
That ship down there came in late last night. Well, early morning for that matter. Not entirely certain what they are or who they are, but, well, someone with a ship that large certainly ain't no small fry.
Hi, Dees.
No. But they're a bunch of fuckbags, that's for sure.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah. We might have had a little bit of a run-in with them at the trade harbour, and they might have killed half of the fucking patrons in the tavern there.
The one of the females off to your right, dressed in black leather armour with a sort of bone-shaped skull mask, steps forward.
Oh, really? And what exactly happens, if you don't mind me asking? I don't mind a little bit of gore every now and again.
Turns out they were undead. Vampires and vampire spawn. Yeah, only the barkeep, that young lad, and another one survived. And we cleared out the hell spawn that was there.
That sounds like an absolute tragedy.
You don't sound too broke up about it.
Don't mind her.
The orc chimes in.
She's a bit lost in the head, that one. You never quite know what's going on in there. Been out at sea with her for, a good 10 years.
Oh, you got a ship?
Aye. You're looking at it.
And the orc motions to this wreckage on the coast.
Oh. My deepest condolences, mate.
You see
It's
the
that
woman.
thing.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Sad thing for losing the ship.
These things happen. Struck a reef and only managed to limp our arses here. Brought it to shore. I mean, this was what, a good 3 or 4 years ago. Brought it to shore, and slowly she began to sink beneath the waves. It's almost like one could say, ships be tools.
Funny that if he heard that somewhere and he looks round at Barker.
What you looking at me for? You know, you know me old saying, ships of course be tools. They get you from point to point, and that's all that matters.
You've been at the helium or something.
I think you had the wrong voice changer solution.
Sorry, I was grabbing me balls there for a moment.
We hadn't noticed.
Is that why he was wiping the shit off of his pants?
Oh, look, I grabbed things a little bit too tight there. I was trying to wipe this mess off my crotch and ended up catching something a little bit too close.
God, I know that problem.
Shouldn't you be doing that in the shadows?
Oh, fuck's sake.
Don't. Mistakes were made. Let's put it that way.
Cannon. Yeah, fuck's sake, Wolf. Barker brushes his trousers down and adjusts his coat.
All right, look. Regardless, where's that little shit stain who went into the house?
He's still in there talking, isn't he?
All right, fine.
Frank, you just want to lean up against that wall so you don't fall over, mate.
I'm not going anywhere.
I can see that.
As this is going on, the guide exits the small shack, pokes his head around the doors. All right, then. Well, I've had a chat with the doc, and he'll see his patient, but it's pretty small in here, so I don't think you'll all fit in. It's on, so it's with the doc. I think only 2 more can go in. So he points towards Frank. Obviously, I think he'll be going in because he's the one who's absolutely at death's door. But I'm going to need another.
Well, he's not getting in there on his own. Okay, you want to carry him or?
Mitch, I got
I'll
it.
get to the doctor. Oh.
I'll go with you, Frank. It's fine.
You want me to hold anything?
No.
Okay.
He just looks at Hazel like quizzically, like, what are you doing?
I'm just trying to be nice. And like all this niceness has got like her right eye twitching.
Stop! It's freaking me out.
All right, come on, Frank. Let's go.
As you step into this small shack, you see an old man. There's a bed off to your right, and he motions towards the bed with a stretched hand. If you just get the patient out of his armor and put him on the bed, I'll see if I can look at him and see what's plaguing him.
All right, sounds good. Let me help you with that armor, Frank.
The buckles. Be careful with the buckles.
Oh yeah, yep, super careful, Frank. Absolutely. Booker starts fumbling around with the buckles on Frank's armor, trying to slowly, or quickly strip off the armor.
Quickly, okay. Yeah, I'll let you. I'll just let you do it. Take his arm.
Okay, all right.
It takes
So
a
Booker
few
finishes.
moments.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
No.
Go ahead. That's where I was going, but go ahead.
It completely stripping down plate mail armor takes quite a while, and after several minutes, you eventually manage to unclasp the last buckle and put aside Frank's armor.
All right, Frank, bend over this bed now. Spread your butt cheeks.
I feel
Yeah.
positively naked without my armor.
The doctor steps up to Frank and looks towards him, and then looks to Booger. So, what, I need a little bit of information. I can see he's got a few various barns and whatnot to him, but what exactly happened to this man?
Well, Doc, we had a little tangle with a vampire bitch. I think she might have been a spell user. Yep. He was definitely lying there on the ground for quite some time. We ended up able to get him up, but it wasn't looking good.
Do you know anything of what exactly happened with this spell? Any sort of discerning features? Was it like a fireball or something? Or something for me to work with?
Well, I mean, it wasn't a fireball. Do you see any scorch marks on him? No.
Booger.
Yeah, Frank. Yeah.
Mitch was next to me. He would have saw it.
Bitch! Pop your head in here.
What, is he dead? What's going on?
No,
I just poke my head in.
The doc here, the healer, need a description of whatever hit Frank, and I wasn't really watching.
As Mitch steps close to the door, the guard does bring her spear towards the entrance to stop Mitch from stepping inside.
Well, I just say it's all right. They can hear me from here. Calm, big lady.
I was asking, what did you see when this man was hit with a spell? Because these marks are, I'm not going to lie, something that I'm not entirely familiar with.
I mean, it's the first time I've ever seen anything like it. She just pointed a gnarled finger and it just glowed green, and the air around us went cold, and then just like a bright light just fucking burst from my finger straight towards him and just kind of enveloped him a bit, and then he just fell over.
Oh, fucking hell. That history check was a critical fail. And it doesn't sound like anything that I've come across before, but alright, well, give me a moment. I'll see if I can apply some balms or something to ease the pain, and then we'll see what else is in my repository to perhaps bring him back to life.
Alright, is that all you need me for? I'll back away now.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Hazel yells at Mitch. Mitch!
What?
Do they need my help in there?
No. But thank you. Your hand rubbing technique is exquisite.
I knew it would help.
The doctor turns to Booger. I think I've got it from here if you wish to join your companions.
Not to be rude, Doc, but we don't know you. So I'd rather watch over my injured friend here. Also, I might have fucked my arm up in that alley. But did you take a look at that one too? When you're
it's-
done with him.
I see. So you're somewhat wounded as well. My condolences.
Yeah, I heard a pop.
Memories.
Let the man work, Booger. I need healing.
All right, fine. Well, the doctor casts a glance towards Booger and looks at the unarmored form of Frank. And I'm going to grab a quick drink. We'll be right back.
Cool, because I need the toilet real bad.
Yeah, toilet break chat. Won't be a second. We'll put on a... Won't be a sec. I have returned.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Alright, we'll have another glass of the old sewage water.
Be rude not to.
It would. It certainly would. That stuff, chap, is god tier. Tier stuff. Old Jamaica ginger beer.
Just feels so good on the lips, doesn't
It
it?
does. I mean, it starts off a nice, a nice colour, and then it just goes this horrific, shitty watercolour, and then I top it up with more Kraken, and it goes even worse.
I mean, that does look like a dirty puddle. I'm not,
It really does, mate. It does look like a dirty puddle. Oh, that first bite. Okay. Has everybody returned?
Just waiting on Diesel, I think.
No, I'm here.
Oh yeah, yeah. Then everybody's I think.
I'm back.
Cool. Okay. So the doctor looks towards Booger and then towards Frank. All right. Well, in that case, let's see what we can do for the man. And he begins to glance over Frank. Lifts up his shirt to see the various burn marks below, and then, all right, well, bear with me. I'm going to have to at least open this up so I can see what I'm dealing with. And begins to unbutton Frank's shirt. He leans to his left to various shelves that are stacked with potions and ointments, and he takes one off and begins to pop the cork out of one and dabs it into his hand. Slower, What's slower? Hazel.
No, not slower. Slower.
And deeper.
Yeah. So, with his now lubricated hand, he begins to smear this viscous liquid over the various burns on Frank's chest and stomach. I'm just going to need you to have a sip of this. And with that, he reaches towards another elixir, uncorks it, and brings it to Frank's lips. Bear with me, Frank. There you go. As Frank, so go on.
This is gonna turn bad, isn't it?
No, don't be silly. As this potion touches Frank's lip, Frank, what do? Do you drink it?
I need healing. I'm unable to do it myself. I have to trust this doctor to make me whole again. I lean up, open my mouth, and swallow the potion.
Okay. Don't worry, this is just a small sedative. It'll send you into a nice cozy sleep while I work and see about getting these burns and various things removed from you. Roll me a Constitution saving throw, Frank. You slowly begin to feel your body lock up, as if you're paralyzed. Basic motions such as breathing, thinking, you're still awake, but the rest of your body begins to succumb to this paralysis. As this is happening, he turns to Booger. Right, so this'll just make him immobile temporarily. Could you do me a quick favor and just ask my guard to see if she's got the thing that God, I can't remember the name of it now. Just ask her if she's got the thing that I need.
You're not giving me a whole lot of confidence here, Doc.
I mean, you just need to roll me a investigation check, or no, wisdom check. Sorry.
Fuck am I?
You've got a block on you, sir.
Petrified.
Tim, you don't seem to notice anything out of the ordinary from the doctor. He's just stood there with using his staff to keep up his weight, almost like a walking stick.
I mean, all right. How the fuck is she gonna know what a thing is? Hey, guard lady!
You hear the dwarf outside. What?
This old man says he needs his thing. I don't know what the fuck that means. He wants to know if you have his thing.
All right, come and get it. I'm not leaving my post. Bear in mind the dwarf guard's looking over Barker, Hazel, Mitch at the moment.
Okay. So Booger is gonna try to keep an eye on the dock and on Frank as he scoots over to try to grab whatever the fuck it is the dwarf has.
Do I notice them acting weirdly or shady in any way?
Roll me a perception check.
Perception.
I'll help you roll better than I do. Nope.
9. All you see is, as the guide exits the hut, he seems to be, he stands next to the guard, and a few words are exchanged, only a few, and then he sort of steps back and looks around as if he's just waiting for the surgery to be complete.
Hazel is feeling very uneasy about the situation.
Are you though? Why would you be?
Because to her, it seems weird for this medical guy to be heavily guarded.
It's a fair point.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I'll allow it.
And wants to kind of case the layout.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check. Okay, what do you want to know?
I want to know if something odd is happening, and
You have to be more specific than that.
Damn it! Tell me what's going on.
No, I'm not telling you. You've got to ask me the questions, and I will answer them.
So, as things are getting like handed off, and are being kind of guarded in the area, Hazel wants to see what is kind of going on in the background and what is being handed off.
Okay, so you notice that the guard looks to the three other companions that the two on the ship and the other who's opposite her, and gives a very brief but subtle nod towards all three of them. And all three seem to have their attention solely on this door guard. They all seem to be in a position, a sort of tactical position, rather than just loitering around like people usually do. They're all in close proximity in regards to what weapons they have. So you see the woman in black has a dagger that her hand's on. The orc at the back, who was sharpening his sword earlier, now has it just resting in his hand. And last but not least, the woman who's at the far back, who sat on the banister of this wrecked ship, is also there with a weapon in hand. They all seem to be very tense.
Okay. So Hazel's gonna turn to Mitch and whisper to him, Mitch, something seems a little odd. Like they seem tense. They seem like they're guarding this. Just something doesn't seem right.
And as she says that, I look around quickly, scanning.
Roll me either investigation. Because you're now looking specifically at stuff. 16.
16.
As you begin to glance around, you notice similar things to Hazel, that all of the guards are on edge. And the guide who brought you here seems his eyes dart from you to the hut and back again.
I stare directly at the guy, and I'm like, "Did you just fucking set us up?"
And as soon as those words leave Mitch's mouth, Dwarven lady screams at the top of her lungs, "Do it now!" I need you all to roll
Booger,
initiative.
stop him!
Well, so since I've been watching this fucking doc dude, do I get any sort of advantage on an action or an initiation anyway?
Nope.
Okay.
Not against him.
You've got a broken arm as well.
That's
I
fine.
healed it. No, I healed
No,
it.
you didn't. No, you didn't. Initiative. Fuck! God damn it!
Wait, are we all rolling initiative?
Oh, you're all rolling initiative.
That was an epic roll.
Fucking crit fail on initiative. My rolls are bad today. It's
That's
because
a
I'm not
Frank
drinking.
roll, if ever I've seen one.
Yeah.
Okay. So, going first. Hearing this scream from... In fact, let me hide these a second so you can't see them till they come up. Hearing the scream of his guard, Durson reaches down to his belt and produces a small knife. Turning his attention to Frank's unarmored, exposed form, he plunges the dagger deep into Frank's abdomen.
You motherfucker.
Which certainly... I didn't attack that. Oh, no, let's try that again. Which certainly hits him. The dagger just plunges deep into Frank's stomach for 7 points of damage. Oh, I'm rolling publicly. Let me change that. As the knife is brought out, he once again plunges the dagger in quick succession straight into Frank. Which is also definitely enough. 6 damage. So you automatically fail your first death saving throw, Frank.
Understood.
Hazel, over to you.
Well, Hazel, knowing what's going on now, is going to run 10 feet this way and into the building.
Okay. As you run past the guard, she lashes out with her weapon towards you.
And she's going to use Skirmisher to run into the building.
That's a reaction. You can only do reactions when it's not your turn.
Damn it!
Also,
I'm trying.
if you read Skirmisher, it's only when an enemy moves toward you.
Oh.
If you move next to an enemy, they do get a chance to attack you. So, she will lash out with her spear towards Hazel. A 14.
Wait, I got something that'll take half damage.
You've got both your daggers out, right?
Yeah, I got both my daggers out. I can do uncanny.
You have 15 AC.
Okay, so Hazel manages to just dive under the tip of the spear as it punctures towards her. You're safe.
Okay. All right.
Oh, God.
My heart.
I gotta save Frank, guys.
What do you do? So that's your movement.
All right. Coming up behind this doctor guy, I'm gonna take out my the jewel thief.
Okay.
And I am going to use my sneak attack.
Yep. Which
And
I'll allow.
I'm gonna attack this fool. Normal or advantage?
Roll me a dexterity check.
Okay. Let me find it really quick.
Okay, I'm not going to give you advantage. due to the noise of the spear and the shout from outside, the doctor does now seem to be on guard, and he just notices out of the corner of his eye Hazel just slide into the room, so it won't be at advantage.
Okay, here we go.
26, you certainly managed to plunge the dagger into him. Nine damage, okay?
Nothing?
Yeah, no, you plunge the dagger into his side and he lets out a, "Oh, you little shit! How dare you attack me?" Any further actions?
I'm gonna take out my next dagger.
Okay,
I'm gonna attack again.
go for it.
No one messes with my Frank.
20's enough. I think you've got the wrong person selected there for a target, but I will
Oh,
accept it.
shit. Sorry.
It's all right. No, don't worry about it. 7, okay. So you manage to plunge the other dagger into the side of this old doctor, and he lets out a cry of pain. Oh! Blood now begins to soak his blue outer coat. Any further actions?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. The guide chimes in and shouts at the top of his lungs, "There's an 8,000 gold bounty on their heads! Get 'em!" And with that, he begins to dash and run away. The guard, having shouted, turns her spear towards Booger and lashes out towards him with it. The spear just is driven into Booger's side. Was in 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And with that, she turns her attention to Mitch and Barker. And with an underhanded throw, a small, round, metallic object is thrown towards them. Mitch, I'm going to need you to make me a saving throw. Dexterity.
9.
Fucking Barker got 9 as well. So, this small round object hits the floor, clink, 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 and the fuse just... Shrapnel and bits of metal are sent in various directions. Oops, I want one. Causing 9 points of damage to you both. So that's Barker, that caused 9 as well. Barker looks at this small...
Oh, darn, it's be a grenade, get down!
Mitch, over to you.
Well, Mitch has had about a fuck enough of this town already. And it's fucking livid. Because he doesn't like being lied to. There's a special place in hell for fucking liars. So he charges this uppity dwarf bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to stab her right in the face.
Okay.
And when he gets there, he's going to be like, "Bugger, say Frank, I'll hold the door." And target here.
He does, Blackburn.
24.
It's certainly enough. The spear punctures into the chest of the dwarven guard.
7 damage.
Okay. As the spear punctures through her, she lets out a cry of pain before turning her eyes towards Mitch. Spits out blood. 8,000 gold if we bring you down. Oh, you're going. You're my treasure
Can't spend it when
fund.
you're fucking dead, though. And he stabs her again. 10.
This time, as the spear comes towards her, she batters it to one side with her own spear and smirks, once again, spitting blood to the ground.
I will use a bonus action to spend a key point.
Okay,
And Flurry of blows the bitch in the face.
fair enough.
Where is it?
Oh, you want your powerballs, do you, Blackburn? Powerballs for the miss.
18's enough.
6.
In fact, you can, actually, thinking about it. Okay, so, as the spear punctures through her, Barker shouts out to Mitch. Guards! Hang on.
Gods be damned, Mitch. Make sure you spare the bitch. Do it properly.
Reroll that attack on Edoris.
Edoris.
Have another attack.
16.
16's enough.
30.
Fucking hell. You can thank Blackburn for that.
I love you.
So
I
as the
will
spear
do naughty things to you.
punctures multiple holes through this dwarven guard, she stumbles back against the wooden hut behind her, and she once again coughs, blood just pouring out of her mouth from the various wounds upon her. Don't think you can bring me down.
You talk too much on the second attack from Flurry of Blows.
Jesus.
24.
24's enough.
For 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay.
And can she dexterity saving throw, please?
Dexterity saving throw. Okay. So it's not enough to bring her down. She seems to stumble with the spear, and she pulls the spear out, gripping a hold of the end and staring daggers towards Mitch. 16.
16 is enough.
Is enough? Okay.
Yeah.
So she's sort of there with this spear in hand as she pulls it out of her, and she lets go and looks towards Mitch. You're gonna have to do better than that. Any further actions? No?
No.
So, the woman in black twirls her knife in her fingers. And then takes a step forward. And as her foot touches the floor, she disappears in a cloud of mist. And reappears directly next to Booga. And she leans forward very briefly and whispers in Booga's ear.
Oh, sweetheart, you're worth a lot of coin.
And she slashes out with her dagger towards him.
Boy, you just go for the win today, aren't you?
21.
I mean, it's more than enough.
3 points of damage. Oops. I need to make sure that's... I mean, it is what it is, man. That's all she can do. That's all she can do. The orc in the back. What can he do? He loads up a crossbow dropping his sword to his side and pulls out a crossbow from over his shoulder and aims towards Mitch. And with a click, sends a bolt towards him. 24.
I use my reaction to use deflect missiles.
Okay.
Roll damage, and then I roll a 1d10 plus 9.
Damage is 7.
I reduce it to nothing, and I spend a key point to turn that deflect missile into a deflect missile attack, and I fucking hurl it back. 20.
You hit him.
For 4 damage.
4 damage. The arrow, or the bolt, sorry, from his crossbow punctures straight into the orc at the rear. Blood splurts out, and he lets out a horrific howl of pain.
I just tie him up. I'll get to you next, Greenskin.
He pulls the bolt out, and in spite of his previous bravado, a lot of his will to fight ebbs away.
This ain't worth it. This ain't worth it.
And he begins to move away from the group. As this is going on, Barker steps forward and slowly hobbles around the group and looks towards this dwarven guard. He casts a glance towards Mitch.
All right, Mitch. Well, look. Let me do you the honors of getting rid of this one for you.
Be my fucking guest, Captain.
And Barker brings up Pirate Asker, sort of hobbling on one leg with this flintlocked peg leg in hand. And he lets both barrels rip. He hits her. Alright, Mitch, what happens to her? Yeah, I'll let you describe how Barker fucking ruins this guard.
Seeing as how it's a blunderbuss, and he's about 10 foot away from her, he just removes what was her head. She wasn't even looking at him, she was looking at me, so it just buckshot hits the side of her head and just takes it clean off. And her body just kind of stands there, kind of wobbles for a second, and just falls backwards.
There you go, you see, that's how you do it. Turn them into naught but paste.
Barker smirks widely before attaching his wooden leg back to his stump. Booger, over to you.
Well, Booger, having seen this doctor attack a paralyzed Frank, immediately flew into a rage.
Really? I'm surprised.
He did, yeah. Yep. So, Booger's just gonna fly at the doctor.
Okay.
And he's going to use Reckless Attack.
Okay.
So I should get advantage on my attacks this round.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So Booger's just gonna scream at the top of his lungs and swing the pecan pie down on this fucking doctor.
Every time.
Every time, mate. 17's certainly enough.
And I'm swinging it one-handed because my other arm's hurt. So
Okay. 7.
Oh, did you add
yeah,
the extra
plus,
damage?
no, did not
Plus
add the
2.
extra damage. I forgot about that. So
Okay.
plus 2 to
So
that.
plus 2. I'll sort that. Okay.
Thank you. And then I'm gonna attack him again.
Okay. The hammer smashes down into the doctor, and he drops to a knee. Oh! Oh gods! The hammer comes down again. Fucking hell.
What we have here is some pecan punishment.
We certainly do. The hammer slams into the doctor, but the resistance that you feel, Booger, you seem to hear a clatter of metal. It's almost like he has a breastplate underneath his robe. It's not enough to completely shatter him or bring him down.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, you know, I'll see what we can do about that.
Gonna go again.
Is that enough?
It is just.
Add 2 to that too. My bad.
Okay.
I clicked too quickly. I gotta get used to that.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely beaten, bruised, and battered. The doctor just drops to the ground, blood pouring from him from these various attacks from Booger. But at the last moment, he stands up unsteadily with this dagger raised high in the air. Any further actions?
Can I move a little bit more?
You can move, yeah?
Can I move between the doctor and Frank?
No. He's sort of right up next to Frank at the bed. If you had an action to grapple him and move him,
I'd have got no actions. Yeah.
maybe.
I guess I'm done.
Okay. The doctor, in a blooded state with his dagger raised high, just slams it down once again on Frank. Oh, God, I keep forgetting to target people. Whee! Try it again. There we go.
Pro DM right there.
I know, mate. There we go. So as he brings this, it's a 15.
That's enough.
He slams the dagger once again into Frank's paralyzed form. That's another death saving throw failed from you, sir. And with the second, as he pulls the dagger out, he slashes towards Booger in retaliation. 11?
Not enough.
Not enough. The dagger just cuts short of Booger. Hazel, over to you.
Hazel, seeing all of this, is not happy at all. And is going to attempt to take her jewel thief dagger, doing the sneak attack, and try to jab it up this doctor's asshole. Because she knows that he has this breastplate. And it's like, you know, he's probably not covering that area. So let's go.
Go for it. 12. You're just short as the jewel thief comes up to stab this blooded, almost dead doctor. He brings his own dagger down and just parries the blade away.
Bitch. She's gonna try again.
Okay.
Because
That
she's
crit will
just
do it.
enraged.
That crit will definitely do it.
Also remember, that dagger is the vicious dagger.
Yeah, so whatever
Oh.
you roll plus 7.
Yeah.
So do I need to do like in the situational bonus 1d7?
Plus 7. Plus space 7.
Okay. Space 7 for a normal.
Yeah.
Plus space 7. Yep. There you
Okay.
go.
What happens to the poor doctor?
You know, the dagger, because she was going straight for the asshole, rips into it and she pulls it up as she's doing it and says, "Fuck you, doctor," and splits him in half.
Oh.
The
Blood
doctor just...
pours out onto the ground.
This small dagger manages to carve its way through the old form of this decrepit doctor. And he just flips aside. Left and right half as his body just... And with that,
So,
he's dead.
point of order, real quick teaching. Did you say you rolled normal on that one, Jump?
Yes.
You should have rolled
that as
crit.
crit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm
when it
sorry.
shows up green. No. Well, you don't know. But when it shows up green like that on your attack roll, it means you crit. Rolled a natural 20. So you can roll critical damage.
I
Yeah.
can
So
roll
just-
crit. Okay.
Just for chat's benefit, roll another critical hit with plus 7 and see what you would have got.
Yeah, in this case, it didn't matter. You still raped his asshole, but
You know, I mean, I was aiming for it. Did you say plus space 7?
Yeah, on a critical hit, plus space 7.
plus space 7. Yeah,
It would have been better, but still not great.
it still doesn't matter.
Listen, I mean,
He's-
his asshole was just semi-damaged, but it would have been wrecked with that.
Oh yeah,
Well, I mean, he was wrecked regardless.
he was
but-
definitely screwed with that one. Any further actions?
Think I have any other like hit actions. I am going to rush over to Frank's side and begin
And rub his hand.
and furiously rub his hand.
Roll me a medicine check.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm glad you did that.
I mean, I've got this newfound skill.
What the fuck?
You rub his hand vigorously. And due to him being paralyzed and half dead, nothing happens. You just rub his hand.
It's okay, Frank. I got you. I will stay here as long as it takes, and I will rub this hand until you come back to life.
And with that, the guide from earlier gets to fuck out of dodge. He just continues to run up the alley. Well, out of the whole ordeal. Mitch, over to you.
Well, seeing as the dwarfy fuck in front of him's dead, he just kind of creepily pivots on his heels and just locks eyes with this fuck in the mat. You're next. And he stabs the shit out of her.
Okay.
13.
Is actually enough.
Ooh. For 11 damage.
Okay, as the spear punctures into her chest, she screams before locking eyes with Mitch.
Oh, I mean, if that's what you wanted, then I'm sure there's better ways of doing it, darling.
She
Oh,
brings
better
her knife
ways.
up.
And stabs her again.
20's enough.
7 damage.
Once again, the spear punctures through her shoulder. and she drops to the wall before pulling the spear away. Any further actions?
I will spend yet another key point and flurry of blows her as she's up against the wall.
Okay. I mean, you're not wrong, Inspector.
23!
Fucking hell. Okay. Go
That
for
might
it.
be
8 damage.
Oof. As you're just pummeling her against the wall, I know she's becoming this bloody, pulped mess. But it's still, while she's close to collapsing, it's not enough to outright kill her.
And the second blow from flurry of blows.
Jesus.
21
Fucking hell. Go on.
for 6 damage.
What happens?
So as he stabs her, she falls against the wall, and then he just comes in with a flying knee and just caves her face in. And she just kind of jolts around a bit, twitches a bit, and then stops moving.
And with that, she falls to the ground. Dead. Any further actions?
No, I think I'm out of actions now.
Okay. The orc, by this point, having already been speared by Mitch's earlier returned crossbow bolt and seeing that the situation's turned against them, he gets out of dodge and is gone. And with that, combat comes to an end.
Booger rushes over and grabs his bedroll and any clothes that he can grab and starts applying pressure to Frank's wounds.
Roll me a medicine check.
Hold on, let me see if I've got inspiration from somewhere.
Don't believe you do at the moment. She used it.
Yes.
Actually,
attempted to
Sneezer
give me
gave a
one.
second one.
Yeah.
She did indeed.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna use my inspiration for advantage on this medicine check.
18. Okay, so as you begin to put pressure on the wound and stem the flow of blood, Barker pushes Mitch out of the way and steps into the small hovel.
Oh, gods be down. Booger, hold him down. Make sure he be. Stem that. Fucking stem that blood. Hazel, step aside.
Hazel will move aside.
Barker takes Hazel's place next to Frank.
Oh, this don't be looking good, boys and girls. This certainly don't be looking good.
But rub his hand.
No,
It worked.
Look. I there's a chance that we can bring him back.
Frank, roll me
Yeah.
a death saving throw.
This is his last one, right?
Correct.
Does he have inspiration?
He does.
But it's his choice whether to use it or not.
Uh-huh. Callis gave Frank inspiration. 12. The clutches of death don't seem to grip hold of Frank just yet, and Barker looks around.
Mitch, get in here.
Are you sure?
Aye.
Aye.
Bear in mind, Barker at this stage is stood upon the corpse of this doctor. You know, he's one leg on the doctor's head and the other on the peg legs pushing into the doctor's chest, and he's just stamping on this dead doctor.
Look, I have something that we might be able to use.
And with that, Barker reaches down to his pouch and produces a single coin. And He shows it to the party.
Do ye know what this be?
Are
Coin.
you gonna
Yeah,
buy?
it's a coin, Captain.
No, it's not just
Are
a
you
coin.
buying something?
No, look. This coin here has two names. And the first, and I've held on to this thing for a long time, but the first name that it become by is a toll for the ferryman.
Do I know what this is when he sees it?
Roll me a history check.
18.
So you are aware that there are various coins out on the ocean that are referred to as, a toll for the ferryman. Now, with an 18, you also know its secondary name. Now, this coin supposedly is carried by sailors to return the living back, the dead back to life. So you are, you know that it's basically it's a token of resurrection. But you also, Mitch, know it by its second name. Its second name is the Mark of Umberlee.
The Mark of Umberlee. Where did you get one of those?
Don't ask questions. Look,
I'm sorry, go on, Hazel.
What does that mean?
That is a very, very powerful item.
Mitch, I'm going to send you a DM very quickly.
Okay.
So carry on talking for the meantime.
But so a coin. What does it mean?
It's superstitious bullshit, Hazel. We gotta get Frank to a real doctor, not this fucking bullshit. People attacking us for bounties and shit. He needs to be sewn up.
But where is there a real doctor?
Therein lies the fucking problem.
Are we gonna run into this situation every single time because they're trying to kill us?
Mitch just ignores the stupid conversation because he's fixated on the coin now. He's like, and he's gonna reach out and try and touch it.
Barker immediately pulls the coin back.
No. You know not to touch this thing, Mitch. This is a curse and a blessing at the same time. This was my insurance, but I'd be willing to use it on Frank.
We've got to do it, right? But you can't do it. You're the captain.
No.
Fuck
it! I have healing powers. I'm gonna go lay my hands on Frank.
Does anyone react to this?
I just kind of, as she tries to go past, I put my hand on her forehead and just push her away.
Roll me a dexterity check, Jump. Mitch, roll me a strength check.
I crit.
You know what? Yeah, unless you get a crit, Jump.
Wait!
No. Mitch manages, as Hazel lunges forward towards Frank.
Oh wait,
Mitch
I did a saving throw. Is that right?
I mean, it's the same. It gives you the same benefits, the same bonuses. Mitch, what happens?
I do exactly as I say, and I just push her into a pile of sacks, and I'm just like, just wait, okay?
Mitch, I can save him.
And I hold up my hand to the captain. I'm like, I'll do this.
Well, look.
Do what?
Go on, Mitch. Explain to the man what this coin's.
This coin will definitely bring Frank back, but at a cost.
Okay. What cost?
Be marked by Amber Lee.
Barker chimes in.
I don't know what the fuck this means.
All right, so
Hey,
basically.
Are we allowed to know, like, the history of Umberlee?
So you're from Waterdeep. Roll me a history check.
Okay. Would
Now,
that
not-
be under checks or?
Yes, under skills, history.
Okay, skills.
fuck's sake, Lee. You do not have the foggiest of ideas.
Damn it!
So, Barker looks to Mitch.
All right, look. Do you know how to use this?
No, but I'm assuming you do.
Aye, that I do. All right, look. This is what
Okay.
we're gonna do. This coin needs to be placed in Frank's mouth. Now, this is... Gods be damned. This was my coin, my burden to bear. I don't... Do we really want to be saving Frank with this?
Captain, I don't believe that this shit is gonna work, but you do. And Frank's gonna die. Like, we can't get him to anybody quick enough. He is bleeding out.
And you guys won't let me go over there and touch him.
You're not dying. Frank is.
I'm trying to save him, bitch!
I was talking to Barker. Like, when he said that, my face dropped. Like, you're not willing to save Frank?
No, it's not that I'm not be willing, lad. It's just... This be me only chance.
At what? Immortality? Is that what you want?
Don't say it like that.
You're
don't give...
captain, and your job is to look after all of us. That's why you're in that position. Not because you're a selfish arsehole. But
Barker
because we
grips the
fucking
coin.
trust you.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. And I crit.
No issue.
Legend.
Barker, with this coin gripped in his hand, looks to Mitch and looks to Frank.
He's not normally one that would be one for the waves, but he's certainly done his due.
He'd do exactly the same for you, Cap.
You're not wrong there. All right, fine. In that case, ye could be the one to explain to Frank whatever recompense is deserved from using this coin.
And Barker takes this toll for the ferryman, or the mark of unbelief, and places it in Frank's mouth. Closing Frank's jaw, Barker begins to mumble words. Has anyone got the Aquan language proficiency? Can you understand Aquan?
I think I'm primordial.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Unconscious.
You're unconscious. Ah! So, you don't understand the words that this incantation that Barker begins to speak as he holds his hand over Mitch's head. And slowly, this faint glow that begins at Frank's mouth from where the coin is begins to spread over his body. Frank,
Yes.
immediately, your conscience awakens. And I'm going to
Frank's
call a
eyes
quick
snap
break.
open.
And I'm going to call a quick break there. Because man needs the toilet. Be right back, chat.
I could have held out like 2 minutes.
Be right back. Oh, it's gonna be good.
Crit persuasion check, you unit.
Mate, I didn't know I had it in me.
Okay, what I miss? Apparently, there's a coin in your mouth.
Not anymore. He's alive and breathing.
You guys did the coin.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it wasn't sanitized Blackburn. It was in Barker's pocket. God knows what's in that pocket.
Well, does it have shit coming through from that earlier twerking?
I'm sure it's fine. Clean enough, right?
Hmm? You rubbed it on the leg that has the dog shit.
I mean, we're used to dysentery at this point, Kelly, right?
As long as it, the dog didn't have worms or anything. It was a good dog.
On hearing this, Frank just dies. Yeah.
I'm back. Okay,
Welcome back.
thank you. Have we all returned?
Anyone not here say me?
Sorry, I was pouring Dr. Pepper. I'm back.
Hazel's disappointed at her healing abilities right now.
Yeah, they were a little lackluster. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna have to train to make them more powerful.
Yeah, and as Dr. Pepper and Kraken is good, my man.
It is, yes.
I'm not
Right.
jealous. You're jealous.
I'm gonna have to try that out one time, and then I'll have to mark that off the list as something I can drink during D&D.
Kraken and Cherry Coke also is lovely.
Is a very good choice, sir. Is a very good choice. Okay, if we have all returned,
Is Diesel back?
maybe
Yeah,
not.
I'm back.
Okay.
Okay.
So, as Frank's eyes shoot open, he seems to have a somewhat vacant stare. And on that, Frank, all you can see at the moment is darkness, black. The taste of blood begins to fill your mouth.
That music though.
As your sight begins to swim and come into focus, you see this form in front of you. Various sharks and creatures of the deep coalesce around you. Roll me a wisdom saving throw. You manage to steel your resolve against this figure, and it seems naught but a blur in front of you, but it pains your eyes upon looking upon it. And this voice rings out.
You are not Barker.
Frank weakly says, Barker is my captain.
Your captain. You are not the one privy to this mark.
I do not understand what's going on.
You do not understand. Then allow me to enlighten you. I am Amber Lee, the queen of these seas.
Frank clutches at his mark of tear, hanging around his throat.
So, the dear captain, my barker, has chosen to use his mark to save your life.
I know not what happened. I was in a doctor's office and now I am here. I know not who I am.
Allow me to educate you. It seems your good captain has used his gift that I had bestowed upon him to return you to life. That little token of tear of yours that you now hold in your hand is inconsequential before my power. But, well, since your good captain wishes to save your life, then I will oblige. Congratulations, and by all means, offer your thanks to me for being so merciful.
This floating form in front of Frank just bows down with a various glares, somewhat of a smirk, a grin, all chimed into one. You can't seem to make out the exact form of this entity before you, but she leans forward towards Frank.
Come now, offer me a kiss. This is the least one could do for saving your life.
I do not wish to imperil my soul.
Regardless of what you think, dear, your soul is already marked. You now belong to me. Now, while perhaps that you've avoided death, the ferryman this time, well, who's to say that next time won't?
Whether I live or die in the future is in the gods' hands. I am a paladin. My place is to protect the weak. My place is to protect my crew.
At these words, Umber Lee lets out a loud laugh.
Ah, is that so? Then you hold on to your beliefs in this forgotten god, one who believes in justice but is, well, pathetic. Alright. In that case, I will allow you to return to your mortal being. But, in doing so, I will ask you a task.
What is this task you seek?
Make sure to tell your good captain, your savior, Victor Barker. That he is now well and truly mine.
Is there anything I can do to save the captain's soul?
Well, is that so? Well, now you ask, darling. Perhaps you could take Barker's place and become my champion.
And with that,
What? Oh,
Umberlee brings her hand out in a somewhat seductive manner and then looks around. Various sharks and other creatures of the sea begin to back away from Frank. Frank, as you turn around, you see the form of a kraken almost bowing its head to Umberlee.
tis this
What?
beast.
Oh, this this is one of my pets. He lives deep beneath the waters, and I occasionally send them out to bring me tribute. As to which Barker himself has been rather lax recently on giving me what is rightfully mine. I see all, and I know that he has various treasures on board his little ship.
What do you require?
What do I require, you ask? Naught but your undying loyalty and servitude until your mortal form expires and you join me here in my domain of the abyss.
I will not betray the weak or the innocent, but as long as I can protect the people that need protecting, my crew, the weak, the innocent, when I die, I will deliver myself to you.
Very well. Then I accept you as my champion. For when your mortal form eventually perishes, your soul belongs to me now.
And the captain is safe.
For now, I will allow Barker to do as he wishes. Bless that poor Victor. He knows not what comes for him.
Then we have a bargain.
Very well, then. In that case, go. Return to your mortal form. I will see you very, very soon.
You might be waiting some time for that.
And with the ringing sound of Umberlee's voice in Frank's ear, he slowly begins to regain consciousness. And Foundry wants to do his thing.
Guys! He's conscious! I did it! It was the hand rubbing.
Mitch just looks at her, shakes his head, smiles and goes, I'm sure it was. You did good.
Aye, well,
I mean,
fucking well
I
done.
healed Booger's head. I healed Frank. I have healing powers.
Aye, of course you do, lass. Congratulations. Oh, fucking.
Barker looks towards Mitch with a expression of help.
Well, why don't you check outside while we get Frank on his feet, eh? Just in case anybody's there coming around
I'll
the
go
corner.
outside. I mean, I feel like I've earned like 5 stars. I'll go out there. I will stab anyone who comes near because I am the shit.
Yeah, sure.
Barker.
Hazel's outside.
Oh, sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say Hazel is going to move outside.
Okay. Hazel looks towards Frank as Frank comes to.
Welcome back to the land of the living, lad. How are you feeling?
I have seen some things.
I thought you might have done. I apologize in advance for subjecting you to that.
It was done with the best of intentions. There is no fault.
Now, I'm not going to lie to you, Frank. If what happened is what I believe happened, things may have not been so pleasant in regards to she who shall not be named.
All I am willing to say at this moment is your deal with her is no more.
Is that so? Well, I'm somewhat glad to hear that.
And Barker, bear in mind, Frank's probably spat this coin out by now, takes this coin and pockets it once again, this mark of Umberlee.
Well, regardless of what comes up, Frank, I'm glad to have you back.
I'm glad to be back.
You look like shit.
I felt better, Mitch.
Hazel is gonna rush back in. There's nothing out there.
Good job, Hazel. Hold on. Maybe we should get the fuck out of here, yeah?
I'll carry him.
Does he need carrying? You alright on your feet?
I'll hold his sword.
I feel better.
Barker looks Frank up and down.
I'm not entirely sure that this be the end of whatever you spoke with, Frank, but we'll do our best to see through whatever comes.
Thank you. We will talk in private at some stage, as only you will understand what's happening.
Aye, all right.
Now. Now,
And with that, sorry,
where's my armor?
I turn you up a bit, Lee, 'cause you are very quiet.
I'm very weak.
You certainly are. Okay. And with that, the crew, unless anyone's got anything else they wish to add.
Do we need to, Hazel staring at Mitch, do we need to take anything? Like medical supplies?
You do you.
You got some time while I get dressed.
Absolutely.
I mean, I look around. Barker's standing on the corpse with the doctor. I'm like, he doesn't fucking need them anymore, does he?
No, I mean, I feel like now that I have these abilities that I need all these medical supplies to heal you guys.
Mitch goes over it, goes down to one knee so he's eye level with her. He goes, "You don't have magical healing powers, Hazel. You just got lucky."
But
No,
I made
no.
him
You didn't.
say something.
You didn't. It's all right though. You still did good.
I'm just gonna take a few of these creams and these potions, and I'm gonna put them in my pockets, and I'm gonna use them when I need them.
Sure, why not? Fuck it. You earned it.
I'm gonna go grab him.
Sitting on the edge of the bed, Frank steels himself, sets his jaw, places his hand over his heart, and tries to channel lay on hands.
Roll me a 1d2. What happens, Frank?
Just quickly,
Yes. There we go.
oh dear.
There we go.
Frank's hand starts to vibrate.
Is that supposed to do that, Frank?
Quick, get away from me.
With that, I'll take
Oh,
it.
All
hey,
right.
why,
Hey,
why,
gonna
why
run
would I
out the
do that?
Back
Frank
up, back up.
bellows, move.
with pockets full of supplies.
Barker.
Get outside.
Barker just stands there like,
Well, all right, well, fine.
and he sort of runs out of the cabin.
Frank rips the hand away from his chest. Out to the side, now the room is empty. And a bolt of purple light erupts from Frank's palm and smashes into the wall where the sort of bookcase is by the door.
Was.
Yeah.
Do you think
Ignore
it's
that.
working?
Ignore that.
What is?
Ignore that. That's not there.
Okay.
There's a horse, Chad.
Oh, we're a bunch of fucking 2-year-olds.
It's fucking vibrating back and forth, Chad.
What is that? Just-
Hey, Miss Lucia's camera go out of focus, Chad. It's possessed.
For fuck's sake.
You're ruining my moment.
The game's fucking your immersion.
Wait,
I'm
now my
not-
character is spazzing out. Like, I don't know what is going on.
What?
I can't zoom in.
Refresh. Refresh. It's fine.
Okay.
It's all fine.
Now she's
Why am I
possessed.
connected to this creepy bastard?
Young priest, cut it
I
off,
spent all week writing this moment.
It's all dark now.
That's what you motherfuckers get.
Hazel's been afflicted by the twerking sickness.
She was.
All right. So I was trying to do something cool, but obviously it didn't work.
No, go ahead. I'm fine now. I'm
Are you
no
fine?
longer
Are you
twerking.
good? Are you good?
I'm no longer twerking. I am good.
Okay. So I can do the I can do what I was wanting to do now. Yeah.
I don't know. Can you?
Let's have a look.
Let's do it.
Boom. There we go. Right.
Oh,
Frank,
what was?
do continue, sir.
Oh shit! Twerking again. Hold on. I'm gonna refresh. I apologize.
I think that might be Diesel doing that, to be honest with you. I think that's probably Diesel doing the rotate token.
Oh. He got me. He got me really
FYI,
good.
it's not.
No?
I'm still doing it
No.
after refreshing. It's me trying to be nice, and it's just getting to my nerves.
Frank, carry on,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. Frank stands and feels weaker than he's ever felt before. But he also feels a different power inside of him. Something alien. His connection to the divine isn't there anymore. But it's been replaced by something else. Frank looks at his armor. And oh shit.
Yeah, found it acting a bit derpy at the minute.
Yeah, just a bit. And can't actually face putting it on. His weapon, however, he grasps. It feels different in his hand, but still feels familiar enough for him to be able to use it.
You're
With
not
that,
wrong, Inspector.
says to his crewmates, "Can we just go back to the ship?"
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Wait, what about your armor?
Can we bring it?
Barker shrugs and looks towards Mitch.
You heard what the man said? Well, back to the ship it seems that we go.
Right. Bugger gives a hand. We'll carry his armor for him if he's not feeling up to wearing it.
Is he fully healed?
If things panned out as well as I hoped they would, then he'd be able to stand, but, well, we all may need a chat later on.
And with
Hazel
that,
might be tweaking out right now.
yeah, we'll refresh Foundry on that one because Hazel's going absolutely mental at the minute.
She doesn't know what the fuck is going on right now. Oh, she's fine now. Okay. You talk about her, she's okay.
Yep. So, let's bring in that there. After roughly half an hour, you manage to make your way back to the Harlot's Virtue.
Hydrophus.
Back to the Hydrophus. Completely forgot about that. Thank you. And as you step on board, various members of the crew look around and see Frank unarmored. McCullen steps up. Oh, now hang on, Frank. What the... Are you all right? You look a bit worse for wear there.
I was struck low by a vampire.
Oh, hang on. You said vampire. Oh, don't tell me that the fucking Luskan folks have made their way over here now.
They did.
Ah,
Mitch dealt with
the whole crew let out an audible sigh. Blade just...
Oh, for God's sake.
All right, crew. Well, look, regardless of what happened, let's get on board. Let's get Frank down below. It's certainly been an eventful day.
With that, the whole crew head down below. Not how it should look. Definitely not how it should look. That's better. There we go. Okay. Boundary sometimes. As you all head below deck, the various members of the crew just begin to crowd around Frank, asking how he is, and look to Mitch and Barker. Shandy.
Frank?
Oh, sorry. Go on.
Oh, Frank? Are you okay? Coming from Hazel. It's like, do you need me to get you anything? Do I need to hold your hand? Are you fully healed?
I am well. I would be very grateful for some water.
I will go get you some water. Right now.
As Hazel. Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, Hazel runs to get water.
As Hazel enters the kitchen, she begins to smell the various scents of cooking. And upon entering the kitchen, she sees Arvid. Oh, hello, Hazel. I'm glad you made it back. It's good to see you. I mean, shh.
Arvid!
Shh. No. Listen.
No.
You listen. I shouldn't be in here.
What,
The captain said that I'm not allowed to be in the galley. In the kitchen.
You're in the galley.
Yes, I know, but I made you dinner.
No. Wait, Arvid. I need to get water.
No.
No. Frank needs water. Can I get him water and then come back?
I mean, I've spent the last hour maybe
I,
2.
I'm not saying whatever it is that you're doing. I'm not gonna tell anyone.
Okay.
I just need to get water, and then I will come back.
Okay, but I made you dinner though. Look. And Arvid motions to this.
Oh, good God.
To various plates that have been set out on the side.
Arvid,
What?
I, I'll be back.
Oh.
I see. No. Shh. You put a lot of effort into this.
Yeah, I have. I've put a lot of
Yeah.
effort
No.
into making you dinner.
No. I gotta get Frank water, because I promised him.
Oh,
I,
all
I,
right. That's fine.
no. I'll be back to deal with this.
Okay.
Can, can,
Fine.
can, Arvid,
What?
can I get Frank water?
Arvid takes his flask and offers it towards Hazel. Oh, yeah, that's fine. You can give him this.
But, Arvid, your mouth has been on this.
And at that, Arvid shouts, Can anyone get Frank some water? I'd really appreciate it. Glade immediately steps into the galley and looks right at him. And she looks to between Arvid and Hazel. And,
Yes, of course. I'll sort Frank out of the water. Don't you worry about it. Here.
Arvid hands Glade
Wait,
a
Glade!
water flask.
Wait.
And Glade quickly
I'll
excuses herself.
Glade!
Glade's got you fine. So look, Hazel. Hey, I made you dinner. It's nice.
But
And Arvid points towards this array of vile-smelling, vile-looking assortment of. Part of me wants to say food, but it's not food. It's just unpleasant slop.
Hazel takes her dagger and inspects the slop while poking it.
Roll me an investigation check. 12. So, as you begin to poke your dagger through this random stew, there seems to be a somewhat unpleasant mush in there that is barnacle.
Arvid.
What's the matter?
What?
I made you dinner. It's fine.
What is this, Arvid?
Well, you know that you know that big barnacle that was on the side of the ship.
The one that stabbed me. With
Yeah,
its
that one.
big, massive harpoon.
And Arvid looks, thoroughly chuffed with himself. Really happy. Like, yeah. Well, I managed to sort of pull it off the side of the ship, and then I chucked it in a pan with fish oil. And I boiled it.
Did you put any seasoning in it?
Arvid leans close towards Hazel. What seasoning?
Like flavoring, like salt.
Oh yeah, I put some kelp in it. It's really nice.
Arvid, okay. Can I be honest with you right now?
Roll me a dexterity saving throw jump. For Hazel. 12. So, as as Hazel's talking, Arvid scoops this wooden ladle deep into this pot and sticks it in Hazel's mouth. And it is a horrific, sort of fishy, kelpy, awful mess of food.
Tastes like karma.
It's tastes like karma, yes. This is for you. No.
Why?
Shh.
No.
It's
Arvid.
nice.
No.
It's
Stop.
really
Arvid.
nice. You'll like
Arvid.
it.
Arvid, can I talk to you for a second? Just 1 second without you shoving a spoonful of shit in my mouth.
No, that's not very nice. It's not shit. I lovingly prepared this for you.
That's just how I talk about things. Everything is shit to me. Arvid.
Go on.
I'm just saying, and Hazel looks around to see what all he has set up.
So you can see various... in fact, run me a quick investigation check. So, the vast majority of the shit that he's brewed together seems to be just barnacles, kelp, various odds and ends of rations that have just been thrown into a pot that he's just boiled. So it's really genuinely unpleasant food.
Wait, Arvid. This is beautiful, okay? But can you give me a second? Because I just came back. I've witnessed something horrific. I need to go freshen up. And can I come back and we talk about this?
I've got yeah. That's fine. That's fine. And Arvid returns to stirring this bubbling pot of fish oil, barnacle flesh, kelp, a little bit of whale meat. Various whatever he's managed to throw in there.
And Hazel rushes out
Taste of the sea.
to go under deck to find a rat. Sorry, Slish.
It's all good. Sneezer, I hope you enjoyed your little social encounter there.
No, it's not done yet.
Oh, is it not?
No.
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Back.
Roll me a sleight of hand check. You do indeed manage to find a rat after scurrying through the bottom deck for about 5 or 10 minutes. You grip your hands around it and bring this rat out. What do you do?
So Hazel brings it back to Arvid because he's obviously conducted this beautiful dinner between the two. And Hazel, knowing that she needs Arvid's loyalty and, his likability of her, is going to keep this rat in her pocket, but is going to sit at this dinner table with Arvid, but yet does not want to eat what he is serving her. So Arvid comes over to the dinner table.
Here's your dinner, Hazel. And Arvid plates up this horrific slop into wooden bowls towards Hazel.
Arvid, this is so beautiful. so great. But
I tried my best.
and you did, no doubt. But after, everything that's happened with Frank, and I've just kind of lost my appetite. And why don't you go to the edge of the table and sit down, and let's talk over this candlelight here.
As she says that, Mitch just appears at the door. Eyeballs and both. What's going on in here?
Well, I made Hazel dinner with kelp and...
God damn it! Shut up! I mean, wait. No, Arvid, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell. Mitch, nothing is happening.
You know the rules about fraternizing and interpersonal relationships on the ship, right?
I mean, what's the rules?
He looks back at Shandy. Looks back to these two and goes, "They're not allowed for certain reasons."
Shandy pokes her head round the side of the center mast.
Oh, but surely me and you mentioned,
No exceptions. Captain's orders.
But please,
Gotta lead by example.
No, Mitch, Shandy, nothing's going on here. Can you two leave?
Fine.
Please.
Shandy heads back into, back into the center of the ship.
So what are you
Mitch,
two doing in the
Arvid.
galley then? Huh?
I've made Hazel dinner.
Banned from
Do
the
you
galley.
want some, Mitch? Do you want?
No. You're banned from the galley, aren't you, Arvid?
I mean, maybe. Can you keep it a secret, Mitch? I'd really appreciate it if you wouldn't tell the captain that I'm in the galley making food.
So, you're gonna clean this up, and I'll be back in 3 minutes, and this will all be cleaned up, right?
Oh, what, Hazel?
Arvid, sit down.
Arvid leans forward, listening to Hazel.
Arvid, sit down.
Did you say sit down?
Yes.
Arvid sits in the chair. All right. I'm sitting. I'm sitting.
Hazel is chewing her thumbnail at the moment. Arvid.
What?
Thank you for making me dinner. Although, like I said, my stomach is a little upset from what has happened to Frank. Do you think maybe we could share this with the crew?
That's not a bad idea. And as this is going on,
No, Arvid. Not
Barker
just any crew.
peers round the door.
What the actual fuck is going on around here? Why are you in the galley?
And Barker points towards Arvid. I made dinner.
You're fucking barred from entering the Get out! Out! Mitch!
And Barker looks towards Mitch.
I can't.
Why be here and there?
I just got here myself. I don't know. I think they're dating or something. I put a kibosh to it though, no interpersonal relationships on the ship. Them's the rules.
All right then. All right, fine. Arvid, get out of the galley. You banned.
Arvid slowly begins to leave the kitchen.
While all this commotion's going on, Frank takes the cup of water from Glade and thanks her, and slips up the gangplank onto the deck and just stands at the rail of the ship, sipping his drink, staring out on the waters.
Hazel.
Barker. Should I go?
No, you go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Barker just chatted.
All right, crew, everyone gather around. We're having a bit of a meeting. It seems that there have been some things that we need to discuss.
I'm just gonna keep lying here on the deck, Captain. I can hear you.
Bugger, can you fall asleep anywhere?
Goddamn right.
Refresh things.
You guys ruined my plans, by the way.
Good.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Hazel's got it.
Okay, I'm just refreshing value to see what happens, because a little bit of a jiggle going on. Come on. Load him.
I'm on the ship.
Okay, there we go. I should have sorted everything out. Barker begins to call the crew round to summarize the events that have gone off in the town.
All right, everyone gather around. We've got shit that needs to be sorted.
Wait, am I on the ship?
Yeah, he's still in the galley. In the front of the ship.
Oh, okay.
McCullen looks up. All right, Captain. What's what happened while you hear all about outside on the shore? Barker points towards Mitch.
Go on, Mitch. You seem to be the one who knows exactly what's been going off. Explain to the rest of the crew.
Well, it looks like Captain O'Leary's lackeys got here before we did. Unfortunate, and we had a bit of a scuffle with them, and Frank was hurt, so we tried to get him healed, and we walked straight into a fucking ambush because apparently there's an 8,000 gold coin bounty on our heads. I'm guessing probably from the same people, right?
As the 8,000 gold coin bounty is mentioned, a gasp is emitted from the entire crew. And Arvid turns out, 8,000 gold coins, did you say, Mitch?
Yep.
That's quite a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, that could buy a lot of pies and fish, meat.
That it could. But now what do? We got this fucking carcass strapped to this ship, and this ship needs refitting, and we still need crew.
Barker nods slowly.
Aye, that's be true. We certainly do need crew, and this vessel has certainly seen better days, so depending on how the locals treat us, I mean, to be honest with you, what we probably need to see is whether or not that this information about his bounty has been widespread.
I mean, that little shit from the tavern fucking sure knows about it.
Barker looks over towards Hazel.
All right, well, look, ye be the little one. if you were going to spread information, how would you do it?
Well, I would pick, like, if I was in a town, I'd pick, like, the town gossip. And I'd go up to them, and I'd be in some kind of bar setting, and I would be talking to my friends. It's like close by, and I would be like, I'd be talking shit, right? And then they would hear that shit, and then it would spread.
So
And that's how it happened.
basically, you're saying you'd head to a bar
Yeah,
and you'd start spreading news.
yeah, because that's where it all happens.
Hmm.
Is at a bar.
Hmm. All right. Well, in that case, then.
And Barker begins to point to various members of the crew. Graydon, Osric, Blade.
Head into town. Head to the nearest taverns. And just keep an ear to the ground for me. If you wouldn't mind.
The three nod in reply.
Can I talk to Arvid for a second?
Arvid looks toward her. Whoa. Do you want to say something? I mean, it's a bit open. There's a lot of people around. Well, if you want to
Say it. She's gonna say it in code because that's part of her ability.
Mm-hmm.
But she's gonna say it to Arvid that she apologizes for their romantic night being disruptive. But if he has any leftovers, that she feels like he should try to make amends with McCullen with those leftovers.
Is this in the thieves' cant language?
Yes.
Okay. Arvid nods. All right. I understand. Or does he?
I don't know if he does. Arvid. I'm not saying this is from me, but I'm just saying that you need to feed the crew with the leftover food that I will be unable to eat. That this is a gift from you.
So, as this is going off, there's various members of the crew, top deck, and Frank, what happens?
There's a commotion coming from the upper decks where Frank has just walked with his cup.
We can hear this down below, can we?
Oh, yes.
Oh, what the fuck's going on now?
Frank is raging on the top deck of the ship.
Which is like, oh, I don't. Cap, I gotta go see what's going on up there because Frank never rages.
Go on then, you're fine.
And up the stairs he goes.
I'll take you above deck. Bear with me. Anyone else going above deck?
Hazel's gonna go above deck because she's gonna act like nothing's wrong. She's gonna be tying knots.
Let me quickly
Yeah, Booger will slowly meander his fucking injured ass up there.
Okay. And with that, also Barker and Delilah take their position on the helm of the ship. Frank, over to you.
Did you see what I just sent you?
Yes. So,
Thank you.
bear in mind the ship at the minute is just anchored off of off the coast to port. The only thing really around the ship would be this whale that's floating.
It's a cup that I've yeeted off a ship.
Is
Go
it
for it.
alive?
No. Apart from the whale that's floating, Frank, go for it. Tell me what you do.
Okay. Can you see that? What I've just done.
Yeah, the measurement.
Medical. Yes.
It just pops something where the 30 foot is that I can target.
Yep.
Thank you.
I'll put something. Okay, bear with me.
A rock, a box.
Yeah.
cup,
Just give me a second.
Yeah.
I will.
What you're doing
The
now,
problem-
set the scene.
I know what you're doing. I just
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
very quickly add something that's yes. Okay, maps. Bear with me, guys. Sorry about this. Where would it? Nope, not there. Okay. Okay, I got the perfect thing. Bear with me.
Marvelous.
And there should be, hopefully. Boom. How's that?
Perfect. Okay. For the first time in any of the crew's memory, Frank looks shaken. Not only shaken, slightly mad around the eyes.
Whoa, Big Shag, what's going on there?
He's looking at the skies, he's waving his arms in the air, scratching at his face.
What's going on? Frank?
I've lost it, Mitch.
What, the plot? Because I can see that.
My connection. I can't summon any abilities and anything holy. I'm cut off. I'm less than I was.
Oh. Well, what about that thingy you did in the tavern with I don't know what that was.
This.
Yeah, that.
As Frank outstretches his hand, this energy begins to coalesce around it before bursting out towards this floating crate in the ocean. The crate itself is shattered to pieces.
It's abomination.
I mean, look, you're alive, right?
What use am I now?
I don't know. Ask that fucking crate that you just obliterated from 30 yards. You couldn't do that before. That's for sure as shit.
I can't wear my armor. I can't carry my shield. I can't save people.
You think because you're different now that you're any less than what you were? You're still Frank, right?
From the age of 6, I've been a paladin. I don't know anything else.
god, there's 2 Barkers on the deck.
There's only one.
That's how confusing that is.
Barker begins to make his way up the stairs and looks over Frank and Mitch.
I believe I've got a bit of a... I need to have a chat with you both, if you don't mind.
Anything to do with that coin, eh?
I mean,
Barker looks towards Mitch.
man of the ocean knows what this is, do you not?
And Barker
I
flashes the coin towards Mitch.
I know exactly what that is.
Aye, this be the Mark of Umberlee. And this is my trump card that I've held for many years, should anything happen. Obviously, I don't want to see a member of my crew succumb to the icy grip of Kelimdar, god of death. And so, Frank, me and the rest of the crew attempted to bring you back to life with this coin.
Barker holds the coin up towards Frank.
This be the Mark of Umberlee. Now I know that you saw something, because I've used this before.
I was under the water. I saw. Oh God, I saw. It wasn't holy.
Aye, the bitch queen herself is certainly a sight to behold. But alas, we had no other choice. It was either that, or leave ye to die.
I thank you for saving me.
I feel like there's a boat coming on.
Gonna take me some time to process what I've lost. Hopefully learn what I've gained.
Booger, Hazel.
Yeah, Captain.
Yes. As Hazel is writing that star that Booger gave her on the bank of your chart.
Booger, did you give her a star?
Yeah, I did, Captain.
I saved Frank's life.
Don't worry, Captain. She'll lose it soon enough.
All right. Well,
And her right eye starts twitching. Because she's just like, shh. Gotta keep good. Gotta keep good.
all right. Well, look. Me, I need to inform you all of what's transpired. This coin here,
And Barker holds up the coin.
this is something that's usually known as the Mark of the Ferryman. Well, sorry, the toll for the ferryman. I was planning to hold it in case anything happened to me, but alas, Frank be the one that's used the power of this coin.
And Barker flicks the coin towards Frank.
Frank snatches it out of the air and looks at it with pure hatred in his eyes.
This thing is also known as the Mark of Umberlee. And regardless of what's...
Barker holds his head in his hand.
This allows anyone who holds the coin or speaks the words to be revived upon death, at the cost of owing their soul to the bitch queen herself.
Whoa. Wait a second. I didn't heal Frank.
No,
Barker looks
Hazel.
towards Mitch.
No. You didn't.
But I helped.
Yeah, of course you did.
And
I'll take that.
as this is going on, Arvid emerges from the low block. Hazel.
Arvid? Can I help you?
Your dinner's getting cold. I made it. Look, and with that, Arvid produced this bowl. And inside it seems to be kelp, and the flesh of the barnacle. This is for you. I made everyone below deck some food as well. But Captain,
Hey.
Mitch, Puka, Frank. Go on, Hazel.
Hazel whispers some words to her weapon to turn it into a mirror to capture the light to blind Arvid for a split second.
Okay.
She has like a hidden power on her weapon.
Yeah, Arvid looks at the dagger and is immediately blinded by the reflection of the sun.
Hazel sneaks the stolen rat that she had previously captured into the soup, into Arvid's bowl, which is within his hands,
Okay.
and starts to yell while bringing out her hammer that is within her satchel. Arvid, there's a rat in the soup!
Oh no, I can't see anything. Just,
And starts to take the hammer to hammer the soup out of Arvid's hand.
As Hazel slams this hammer into this bowl in Arvid's hand, that's now kelp, rat, whale blubber, and various other unpleasant concoctions. Roll me a dexterity saving throw, jump. Hazel, sorry. 13. Due to the close proximity of smashing this rat, Hazel and Arvid are now covered in this horrific smelling fishy gloop of soup. Well, I can't see anything, Hazel. And
Arvid, it's okay. These rats do this.
There's a rat in my bowl. And Arvid
There's a
launches,
rat in the bowl.
Arvid launches the bowl towards Hazel.
Hazel unmasks the dagger with quick words to be her dagger to swat the bowl from hitting her in the face.
Oh, it's always a dagger. It just looks like a. It just looks like a mirror, doesn't it?
It's creating an illusion for the person.
Yeah, it is an illusion, but she's unillusioning it.
Okay.
Is that a...
As Arvid
Unillusioning it.
Arvid sees his reflection in this mirror before it immediately turns to that of a dagger. Oh, what? What's that? And roll me an athletics check, please. Hazel.
Shut up, Mitch.
As Arvid launches this bowl of basically kelp, whale blubber, rat, and various other, sort of spices and unpleasant concoctions, fish oil being the main base of this food. He launches it towards Hazel's general direction, and it just absolutely coats her.
No. Oh,
Sorry, go on, Frank.
seeing this happen, Frank smiles and then starts to laugh. An uncontrollable belly laugh.
You
Mitch
bitch.
stood, just looks around like, you guys seeing this?
My God, I needed that. And then Frank has a thought. Something in the deep recesses of Frank's mind clicks. He extends a hand towards Hazel. And says, "Do you trust me?"
100%.
Second. Frank casts Prestidigitation on Hazel.
Okay.
That's really hard for me to say.
That is a long word, sir.
Yeah.
What do you do with the prestidigitation?
I clean her face because I can clean an area up to 1 cubic foot.
Okay. Hazel is currently this magical sensation washes over her, and all this various sludge and soup from Arvid's bowl is just immediately removed from her face.
There.
Well, Frank, thank you. Is it Hazel's turn?
Absolutely. What do you want to do?
Okay. Hazel, looking at Arvid, not wanting to hurt the relationship that she has cultivated between her and Arvid. It's like, Arvid.
Whoa. Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
I mean,
You know. No.
I'm
Arvid.
sorry for throwing soup on your face.
Shh. Arvid. No. No. This was great. I loved it. But I need you to take what you have left and to feed it to McCullen. And not from me. No. Because you had leftovers. Okay? I will sample what I have on my body. Okay? You and
Arvid.
I
So go on.
were great. And after you do this, you and I will take a midnight stroll on the ship.
All right. Well, and Arvid, through stuttering, makes his way below deck, and through the grate that's on the top deck, you hear McCullen. Oh, for fuck's sake, Arvid! What's the? It's all right. This is for you all. This is for you. Just eat it, McCullen. And you begin to hear the screams from below deck from McCullen. as he's force-fed this horrific soup of whale, kelp, rat, and whatever, fish oil, whatever else could be found below deck.
Booger takes the behavior chart out of his shorts and marks off every star on there.
No. He can't do that because I did it in hidden code.
Really? Because I just saw you send Arvin downstairs and then heard McCullen screaming.
No, but I did it in my hidden code. You can't figure that shit out.
Neither can Arvid. He doesn't speak thieves' cat.
God damn.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Oh, shit.
Arvid barely speaks common.
You sons of bitches.
Thieves' cat is a very niche language.
So,
Points for effort, though.
the Thieves' Cant itself, if you're not familiar with how Thieves' Cant is spoke, it tends to be in riddles or as
Cockney rhyming slang.
replacing words for other words. So, what would be like, let's go and shank this guy down the street would be, or, let's go and pay a visit to, the man down the road. So
yeah, you're not speaking a different language.
No, you're speaking your common, but with just different connotations to the words. So Thieves' Cant is very similar to common, but it just those who speak Thieves' Cant understand the intonation and the word play. Those who don't just understand it as normal words.
So Arvid understood it as normal words.
Arvid completely understood it as, go downstairs and feed McCullum.
Damn it! Mark all my stars off. I will get them back.
Barker looks towards Frank.
So, yeah. How you be feeling, Frank? What? Is there anything you want to talk about, considering, what occurred?
The nature of the what went on under the sea, I'm going to have to process into words, and maybe it ought to be discussed out of earshot of the more wider crew.
Aye, that seems to be a fair point.
It's right. Bugger won't understand a thing. He doesn't believe in God, so.
It's
Right,
not
Bugger.
Bugger I'm worried about. It's the men and women of the ship. I would not want them to think.
Wait.
Shut up.
It's me? Me?
Go, if you got something to say, chime in.
Are you worried about me? Frank? I'm down here.
No, not you.
Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Members of the crew.
Okay.
It might be construed that I am unlucky or
No.
dangerous.
Your ass is lucky. You're alive.
Barker lets off a nervous laugh.
Certainly lucky.
Do I need to leave? I feel like I need to leave.
No, you don't. You don't need to leave. But
I mean, unless you're hungry for some home cooking.
I mean, that deck's starting to look a bit messy under your feet.
Shh. God. Frank,
He has a point.
I will leave this deck because you assholes are coming up with things for me to do, and I'm not gonna get caught up in the middle of this, and I'd rather be out. And fuck all of you guys. Hazel, leave.
Frank turns back to the crew. He gives everyone a slow wink.
Bitches.
It's going to take a while for me to process this, Frank. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Something has shifted inside. I'm not the man I was this morning.
No, but cheerier. I'm all for it.
No shit. Making me do shit.
Right, swap a plank, you.
Go swab something.
But
Arvid!
What? Yeah, they call from below deck.
I look around at the group and I'm like, wait, is she gonna go swab Arvid? Is that thieves' cat for something dirty?
No. Shut your mouth.
As this is going on, sorry, go on.
I was just wanted to say, in all seriousness, thank you all. I wouldn't be standing here if you hadn't have made that sacrifice for me.
Right. Part of the ship, mate. You're like family, eh?
Mitch!
What?
Did I hear him say thank you to me?
No.
Shit.
With a smile, Frank casts thaumaturgy and
Okay.
raises the volume of his voice a few times. Hazel,
Frank, is that you? I'm all the way over here. How can I hear you?
the hand rubbing saved my life. I'll get you a star back.
I knew it! I'm gonna rub hands! I'm gonna save some lives. Arvid, get up here!
Arvid makes his way top deck. I'm coming.
Shut up and get up here, Arvid!
I end the spell. And it's like, I need some clothes that I can wear.
Arvid stumbles top deck. What? Did you shout me, Hazel?
Arvid,
What?
I've got
What?
healing powers now.
Oh, yeah, congratulations. So,
Yeah.
look, I've got. Arvid holds out a finger towards Hazel. I cut my finger when I was chopping like the kale for your dinner.
Did McCullen eat it?
Bear with me. Yeah, he went like all in on the soup.
Yes. Sorry, Arvid.
Mm-hmm.
Is he okay?
Well, his if I remember rightly, he went to one of the portholes and stuck his arse out the porthole. So I don't quite. In fact, actually, that reminds me. And Arvid drops his trousers. I've got a I've got a bit of a thing on my backside. If you're a healer.
I rub hands, Arvid. I will rub your hand, and then here's what will heal you. I promised Frank I would wash the stick. So I'll rub your hand, you wash the stick, and then I'm going to rush down to McCullen to see what is going on. Okay?
All right. That's fine. Arvid makes his way over to the edge of the ship.
You're so good at this, Arvid.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And Hazel is going to rush down to see the tragedy known as McCullen.
We'll leave that for a moment. Anyone else top deck want to do anything?
I want to pee.
Do you know what? That's not a bad idea. Shall we call a quick break there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Call a quick
I
break there.
wouldn't be opposed to a short rest either.
I mean, we'll have to wait and see for that one, for the short rest. All right, chap, we'll be right back, because I could probably do with nipping to the loo as well, so be right back. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Oh. Who are we waiting for?
Back as well.
Oh, welcome back.
I think Diesel's still at the loo.
Airing out the balls. Did I say that aloud?
Yes.
Maybe.
The angry ones.
I mean, at this stage, everyone's somewhat angry.
I'll never get stars again. Damn it.
I mean, we only give you to them so we can take them away again.
Pretty much.
Exactly. It's like you give me 1, you take away 10, you bastards. I can't win.
It's like having a big group of big brothers that are just gonna fuck with you at every chance we can.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna take me, you're gonna stake me into the ground, and you're gonna hammer me slowly until my
Jump.
head.
Phrasing.
Wait, why do you gotta make it sound so dirty? You're my brothers.
That came out of your mouth. I'm just putting it out there. Phrasing.
No,
Exactly. End of
no,
sentence.
no, 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 no,
Phrasing.
no, no, no. You contexted it that way. Is that a word? Contexted it?
I'll allow it.
Yes.
Yeah.
My big. Never mind. It's everything that I say. It comes out that wrong. Enders, shut your pie hole.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's
not
100%
wrong.
right. No, he's 100% right. I can't help it, Enders.
Never change.
Just imagine, this is just me.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
How much have you had to drink?
Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú?
You're a little bit.
Your mic's all
staticky.
roboty. Yeah.
Yeah.
When did Optimus Prime join the crew?
When I turned into a car.
Pretty much.
Autobots roll out.
Hold on. Is my mic fucked up or Joe's?
Yours.
Yours.
Give me a
Yeah.
minute.
Voice meters took a shit. It sounds like.
It's because you got some air rolling in up underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to air off the old Ghiblies.
Oddly specific, but okay.
It's pretty specific.
Is that any
You guys use that same term, Ghiblies?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, you're welcome. There's a new
Thank you.
term for you.
I appreciate it. So go on. Go on,
There
Dave.
you go,
Say,
Dave.
I was saying, is that any better?
No.
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 Okay,
No.
I'm probably gonna the PC. Let me try something. One more thing.
Hi-oh.
Your Ghiblies are fuzzy.
While this is all going on, Frank's going to go below deck and find some clothes to wear. As
Okay.
He can't physically wear his armor anymore.
And Hazel is going to watch the shit unfold from McCullen under deck.
In that case, then I will drag everyone below deck for the memes and entertainment. Oh, we've got two Arvies there. We don't want that. Jesus.
One's bad
Although
enough.
our bedroom's
No
on the
one-
upper floor, but we won't worry about that.
Does not want to. It is. Oh.
I replaced my armor with some old leather armor, my black cloak.
What I will do for now then is just quickly replace you with the injured token I used earlier.
I'm still on the top deck.
Are you?
You are.
Cool. I pack my armor away,
And it is
my
dark.
shield. I belt my sword back onto my belt. And pick up what little things I think I might need.
Okay. There you go, Hazel. It should be sorted now.
I keep the immovable rod,
Ah,
the wand of magic missiles, the sending stones.
Lee, I will say you have a very pretty blue blouse, but
Very
I'm
nice.
still on the top deck.
You may need to refresh it.
No,
Let
you're
me
right. You're right next to where Frank is.
I'm refreshing right now. Maybe.
Okay.
And I also pack away my yeeting hammer and any other heavy things that I used to carry around.
I'm in the
I th-
water still, but I'm next to Frank
Okay.
and Arvid for some reason.
I mean, I'll be just,
Oh nope, I'm there. I'm there.
best
Ta-da!
friend, yo.
Yep.
There you go. Sorted. There seems to be a few issues with the Foundry at the minute, which I'll have a look for next time.
Yeah, it's been acting weird today, hasn't it?
It has, yes.
We did make a lot of changes earlier on, though, and then didn't restart. So that could have.
There is that, yes. Okay. As the members of the crew assemble below deck,
Are the people that went ashore back yet?
not yet, no.
Did you send
No.
again?
Delilah was sent ashore. Osric was sent ashore, and
Are we?
Shandy.
No, Shandy's
no,
there.
Shandy's there. Kaelin. Kaelin, Delilah, and Osric were sent ashore as a advanced party.
Okay.
They haven't returned yet.
Back for a few hours anyway. I'm guessing a short amount of time's passed.
Yeah, it's roughly been 3 or 4 hours since you originally made landfall, went to engaged Captain Olay's forces, went to the doctor, and returned to the ship. Barker looks around the crew.
All right. It seems that we be making part here for a few days, at least. And according to what's been brought to my attention, it seems we have a bit of a bounty on our heads.
Who has the Mounties on their head? Is it all of us? Or just a few of us?
Barker looks around.
So
At least me, Bugger, and Frank, and the captain, I'm guessing.
I mean, I don't know. I've not got the detail in front. Perhaps we need to make landfall at some point and see what exactly was said about us. But at the bare minimum, all the members of the crew of the Harless Virtue, before we took over the Hydrophus, we have bounties on our head.
Makes sense. I'm just saying, those that don't, we could go in and inspect.
Well, that'd be what? You and Killen's already on land. You and Garva should go ashore. You're new additions to the crew since then, right?
We
To-
could.
To be honest, I don't think anyone would recognize me either.
Armor? No. I keep forgetting you're there, Frank. Holy shit.
I mean,
Frank's gonna go without armor.
I mean, most of the people who've seen you, Frank, tend to see some form of metal angel of death, so perhaps it might be not a bad choice, to be fair.
Sadly, not anymore.
Can we get him some new armor?
I be right, man. Don't worry about it.
I've got some old leather armor I found and my cloak. I'll make do.
At this, Arvid chimes in, Frank! Frank!
No, Frank, don't listen to him.
Do you want my old shirt? Or my old pants?
I'm fine, Arvid. I think you're more in need of them than I am.
God. Barker, can I take Arvid with us next time?
I mean, I've got no problem with that. Arvid!
Wait. Can we take McCullen too?
No, McCullen's no one.
Nah.
Well, hang on a minute. Why don't you want to take me? McCullen steps forward and, looks towards Mitch. Well,
I didn't say I didn't want to take you. You'd be a good addition. I'm just saying, you've been sighted with us before on land, right? You were in a bunch of raids with us.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but I held that warehouse pretty well back in Luskin.
Yeah. Wait.
Oh no, I understand now.
Yeah, see? What?
No, Mitch! I mean,
You just fucking sassed me?
No, Mitch! If you don't want to take him, we won't take him. Shit. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll take Arvid instead.
Yay! I'm going on an adventure with Hazel and Mitch and Frank and Booger. It's gonna be fun.
Wait, what? I can't go anywhere.
Mitch, can we switch?
Switch what?
I just need Arvid to be alive. And can we switch him with McCullen?
No.
As this is going on, Barker chimes out.
All right, well, look. Mitch, Booger, Frank, Hazel. You folks definitely need a rest. Get yourselves below deck. Get some sleep. Osric, Glade, Zetter, Shandy. Ye be on lookout for the night. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Tackle whatever comes before us.
Yeah. I could use a stiff drink and a nap.
Is it a long rest or a short rest? Did we
I
say
will-
short rest?
We'll go for long rest. I think you all deserve it. And on that, and with the near death of Frank, I'm going to give you all an extra 2 points of spiritual power to your weapons.
Spiritual power.
Spiritual power.
Does that mean like that's the 2 spirits that we can add later on?
Yes. Or now, if you so wish.
Nah, I'm gonna wait because I need to investigate.
Okay. And with that-
Can I go mess with McCullen at this time?
It's late at night and McCullen's sound asleep in his hammock.
I'm gonna go light a candle underneath his hammock.
McCullen's
While
on the
others
bottom.
do not know.
McCullen's on the bottom hammock, closest to the floor. The candle is lit. We'll find out what happens next time on the next stream.
Are we done?
I would say we're done. Anything anyone wants to add before we close out the stream?
Before I go to bed, I'm going to gather some supplies from the kitchen,
Okay.
and I'm going to spend an hour and 10 minutes of my time summoning a familiar.
All right. Okay. I approve.
I need to know how Arvid feels about Hazel and Arvid's situation.
I need a little bit more details on that.
Does he feel comfortable that this is headed in the right direction, or is he skeptical?
I mean, it's Arvid. Who knows at this stage? Who knows? We shall have to wait and see.
Okay, that's not the answer that Hazel wanted. But okay.
Wolf, I'm gonna have to refund your channel points for this evening, which I didn't get a chance to fit in the combat encounter. So I'll get that over to you shortly. Arvid's a simple soul. He he's pretty chill. So yeah, say any last words? I know Frank's currently trying to summon a familiar. Would you like to carry on with that?
Yes, an osprey, seahawk.
Okay. So, it
What's
takes
it-
you quite. So go on, Mitch.
I was just asking, what does a familiar do?
Oh, I can send it away from myself. I can see through its eyes when needed. And any touch-based spells I can channel through it.
That's pretty handy.
So with Frank being on top deck, and he begins to summon this, a strange feeling overcomes him, that which he's not felt before, and he stretches a hand out to the horizon, and the call of a osprey responds to him. And this bird seems to almost materialize from the darkness and lands directly in front of him, standing on the deck, looks up towards Frank. You have a name for the bird?
Calturn.
Calturn. As the osprey. Is it an osprey you wanting? Just double.
Yeah, that's right.
Osprey? Okay. As the osprey looks up towards Frank, the mention of its name, it lowers its head before flying up high above Frank's head and slowly begins to meander its way down. And with Frank's outstretched arm, it lands on his gauntlet. Anything else anyone wants to do before next session?
Yeah. Mitch hits it here. Fucking, it's been a long.
It's been a long
Frank's
one.
snore his ass off.
So with that, apart from the crew mentioned earlier, who are currently on watch duty, the rest of you are entitled to a long rest. Enjoy that shit. You're gonna need it. And with that, I think that's probably a good point to end it there. Yeah. So, I'll mute you boys and girls up unless you got anything you wish to finish on.
Bye, chat.
Bye, cat. See you next week.
And in that case, we shall go and raid Brutus. He's I'm not entirely sure what he's doing. Probably Conan. But yeah, I hope everyone's enjoyed it. It's been an interesting session. Definitely one of a bit more supernatural than normal. The appearance of Umberlee, but yeah. We'll mute up ye old ambient music, and in place of that, head towards this. Good night, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves, and we'll see you
What will we do with a drunken sailor? What will we do with a drunken sailor?
next Sunday. One thing that we do have planned is Friday the 14th and Sunday the 16th. We'll be probably hosting a bit of a double weekend of D&D. But yeah, on that note, chat, look after yourselves. Speak to you soon. Ta-ta for now.
She rises early in the morning.